There's a YouTuber by the name of Funky, or Funk. It's Funk
Hmm.
with an E, like an accent on the E, so it should be said, but everyone just calls him Funk. So it's interesting. Um,
Hmm.
but anyway, yeah, he recently started putting out a whole bunch of kind of videos on movement shooters, and he really likes to talk about Titanfall. Uh, like every time he puts out a new video, he's like, "Let's talk about Titanfall for a second because this game is awesome." And every time I talk about it, suddenly the servers come back to life, and then they die within like the next 2 months again. Just because it's one of those games where you kind of get stomped on if you don't like bother to learn things.
Yeah. Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
What you counting?
The number of A's in your name.
Yeah. It's also my birthday. I don't know if you should put that in the stream or
Today.
not. Today's my birthday.
Oh my god. Why, happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
How did I not know about this? I hope I'm not like taking you away from things that you're doing today.
No, I don't really. I don't know. I'm weird about my birthday.
Chat's already wishing you a happy birthday for the record.
Aw, thank you, chat. I didn't realize the stream was coming.
I just started it. Okay, that's up. I'm still missing things. Hello, Captain Wiles. Hello, Cozy. Hello, Energy Surge. Can't
Hey,
chat.
Energy
Having
Surge.
D&D. Well, I hope D&D is fun for you. I miss D&D.
I'm biting my tongue.
I know. We've had discussions.
What I can talk about is the other day I was hanging out with someone who I don't know very well, and they were basically describing like how they bully someone at their D&D session. Hi, Ruby. Like they were saying like, "Oh man, there's this one guy in my D&D group who's a total loser, and he like nobody likes him, and we all make fun of him." And I'm like, "Why are you telling me this? That's horrible."
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Average D&D player.
I try so hard. Drum and bass? No, it's not. It's not drum and bass. It's a game.
Well,
It's a video game.
is it drum? I can't hear it. Is it drum and bass?
I mean, kinda.
Hi, Flu.
I don't know. Electronic music, I think, is a better term for it.
Drum and bass is electronic music.
Yeah, I know it is.
I can't hear the music, so I can't really opine.
I think it has more treble in it personally, but yes,
But drum
welcome
and bass
everyone.
doesn't really mean drum and bass. I don't really know what it means.
It's an acronym, right?
Well,
Like the
it's,
longest acronym known to mankind.
It's bass as in a synth bass. It's not bass as in like a bass part of a song.
Right. I know. I guess it is kind of like right in there a little bit. Music is sick. I'll post the soundtrack in the general chat or in the music in the Discord if you're interested. It is cool though. I was playing Super Smash Brothers to this song, and it was like, yeah, this makes my game sound way cooler when I have this going in the background.
What Super Smash Bros. Game were you playing?
Oh, Melee.
I've been
I mean,
playing Melee.
That's what you were telling me. You even like picking a Bowser, right?
Yeah, my hands hurt a lot, and I'm still trying to figure out what to do about that. I've been trying to play on keyboard.
Interesting.
Hi, David Malarkey.
Hello, Malarkey. Yeah. I honestly, keyboard doesn't sound like a bad idea. I know a lot of people play on Hitbox or Smashbox.
My concern, the Melee community is so stupid. Like,
Yes.
The controller rule set that they're coming out for buttons controllers is just horrible, and the people who are doing it are kind of like, they won't even say who they are. There's like a couple public facing people, and then they say, we're the controller rule set committee, and all their members are literally like anonymous, and they're making all of these rules, and then for all of the rules that are dodgy, they're saying like, well, that's what the TOs want. And it's like, if you're the controller rule
What?
set committee, you should be taking a stand for what the right rule set is,
Right.
not just excusing all of your decisions by saying it's what the TOs want.
Well,
The
also, like,
TOs are going to go with what you recommend, so you have to take responsibility for what you're recommending.
yeah. Well, like, what's going on? Are they like banning like things like macros for perfect wave dashing, or is it just like
No,
it's yeah, like you
they
could
are they're carefully measuring everything that like an average GameCube controller player can do, and then they're changing how the processing works for the box to try to keep it in line with what they feel a GameCube controller player can consistently do.
weird.
So they're introducing something that automatically randomizes your inputs and makes them inaccurate because they feel that control stick players can't move their control stick completely accurately, and they're adding in a stick simulation movement so that when you press one button and then you press the other button, instead of going from one input to the other input, it simulates a control stick traveling between those two locations.
Interesting. Well,
But like,
yeah,
it's fucking stupid though.
it is. It is. My big. Sorry, I had a terrible idea. I'll tell you about it in a second. Uh, but it's weird to me that like a key point of the game for a lot of people in regards to like Melee specifically, and P plus to an extent, is that a lot of the things that they value as important is how often you screw up tech, you know? And it's no longer about like the mind, like it starts to become more about execution rather than the ability to like actually use like a cognitive function in order to like make correct choices that win you the match,
Yeah.
And that's
It's
weird.
well, what it is Melee is an inaccessible game. The controller holds you back from
Yeah.
accessing the game as it is. And so they made a new accessibility tool that is both good for disabled people and also just a better controller.
Yeah.
And people who value the inaccessibility, like the physical inaccessibility of the game, are like, wait, why can't we make this inaccessible again? It's like,
Right.
I don't know. It I just think it's so stupid because first of all, like all the rules they're making basically are clawing back all of the advances to accessibility that would make more people able to play a game that already has a shrinking fan base.
Yeah. Yeah.
But second of all, like they're everything that like sucks about not being able to do what you want to do with the game, um,
Lol.
like is something that they think is actually good. I don't know. It's like if someone got mad that
Go ahead and post
basketball
lane, by the
players
way.
started like making the ball into the hoop too many times, and then they decided to make the ball less consistent. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah. No, exactly. Oh, the thing for today was the what was it called? Echo what is it? Echo Point Nova? Yeah, Echo Point Nova was the game. If you haven't seen gameplay of it, it's really, really cool. You basically go around on a hoverboard with a grapple hook, and you like fly around rooms shooting enemies. It's an FPS, and like, they introduce things like, what is it? You can do like basically whatever the hell you want in it. It's pretty cool. I've been watching it. A couple friends of mine have been playing it, but yeah, it's sick. And I'll
Okay.
throw that into the Discord real quick. Also, so here was my funny like little tidbit. I was gonna make a joke about. Let's make a hitbox that kind of just introduces what would be like the Melee equivalent of tripping every time you like use an input on it every once
That's
in a while.
literally what they're doing. No, that's not a joke. That is not a joke. What they say is a good outcome is that if there's something that GameCube controllers often mess up, they want the controller to have added inconsistency so that it messes that up with the same frequency.
Yeah, no, that's messed up.
That is genuinely their goal. It's so, I mean, and I don't know like what to
Oh.
do because people in like local communities are probably going to be like kind of stupid assholes too because it's
Yeah.
so whatever this can like, am I going to have to basically cheat and break these rules if I want to play Melee at locals, Or am I going to have to say, hey, yeah, this rule set's stupid, I'm not following it, and then like see if they ban me or not?
Right. Anyway, yeah, that is kind of a weird position to be in.
Ugh.
But
And also, the stupidest thing they do is they force you to put the A button in the middle of the C stick buttons, even though that's not how a GameCube controller is laid out. They force you to do that.
insane.
It's so fucking stupid. All right, I need to figure out what fucking. Oh, I have an urgent quest. There we go. Okay, I need to shift into Monster Hunter mode and get out of rant mode.
No, yeah, you're here. Don't worry.
I need to
back.
shift into fucking Charge Blade mode.
There we go. You're gonna do great. No, yeah. I think like fighting games also have been doing that lately. Like I know
Really?
there was a thing with Street Fighter where they were like, oh, doing perfect flash kicks with Guile is too easy. So therefore, and the reason for that was because if you held up and down at the same time, which you can't do on a D-pad, you know, or on a joystick, or you know, on a regular stick for that matter,
Right.
it would default you to crouching. And so what would happen is that people would like basically hold down 3 buttons, which is like, you know, back, down, and up, and you'd be crouch blocking, and then all you have to do is release the other button and tap kick, and you get perfect flash kicks like out of hit stun. And they were like, that's not fair to the, you know, stick player. So, but what they did is they changed the coding of the game. So in the game, if you do input a down and an up input at the same time, it registers as a neutral input now. But that's something that they changed with the code between Street Fighter. What is it? Street Fighter 5, or yeah, from Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6. But still, that creates a whole other mess of issues because it made other macros more possible, and yeah, I just did all stuff. Babo along with a homeboy, home girl, home, the home.
Home person.
Home person. Thank you, Lane. Yes,
Hi, Justice.
But let me give you a quick shout out, Justice. Always nice to have you here. For those of you, we've been ranting a lot, but for those of you who haven't checked out Justice, you should go check him out. He is a super cool streamer, very good Monster Hunter player. All of that, all of the good stuff.
I like Home Bean. I'm gonna start using that.
Home Bean, perfect.
It's a good one. So, full disclosure, I'm out of potions. So,
like mega potions or potions in general?
I'll have some once my cats get me some.
Okay, cool. I was like, did we talk about this mechanic? I really hope we did, and you just haven't like not been struggling to have items this whole time.
Yeah, I do know about that, but I kind of fell behind on it because I was trying to accumulate too much more like abstruse shit. Like I was too focused on getting my what's it called? My combines for like my coatings and shit.
That's fair. That's fair. That's right. You do use. I forget that you use bow sometimes because we talk about charge blades so much. Like I don't feel like I ever have to give you any bow tech.
Yeah, I'm like nasty with the bow. I'm like really fucking good with the bow, but I pretty much just do that solo. Also, God, how the fuck do you do charge blade things again? Okay.
You're getting there.
No, I'm not. I don't know.
Can this backswing hit? No, we'll never find out. Give Lane some charge blade tech. All right.
I have the charge blade tech. I have my little legal pad.
Right.
Charge blade on it.
Let's see. What do we know about charge blade thus far? We've talked about guard point. We've talked about you know, changing all the red shield, all that stuff. We'll talk about some how about we talk about some of the interesting macro things, right? So like we know that if you have red shield, right, and you don't hold back, you end up using like the super thing, right? And then you lose your red shield. But if you hold back, then you get the other thing. right? So something that I like to do is I wait until my red shield is basically out anyway, and I'd have to recharge it before go ahead, and then at that point I'll just use the super. So I'll hold on for it as long as possible using the like hold back method until it's basically gone, because otherwise I'd lose it anyway, and it's more damage over time to just hold on to red shield as long as possible.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh,
this is a rant, by the way, so, you know, don't feel free to digest this right now.
Oh, okay. I thought that I was supposed to be listening to this.
No, don't worry about it.
I was just running around like a chicken with its head cut off.
No, this is a meme. Don't worry about it.
Oh, fuck.
Play
Okay,
the way that you want to play.
No, but how do I go from... Oh, fuck. How do I go straight into my thingy where it's like, where it goes straight to my axe from...
Oh, that's R and X at the same time.
R and X. Okay, we'll go straight into my axe.
Charge blade has directional inputs.
You mean X and A at the same time? I'm talking about when I'm sheathed.
Oh, sorry, it's R and A. Oh, wait, yeah, it's all three buttons at once.
All three at once? Okay.
Yeah, R, X, and A. Charge blade has directional inputs. A couple, actually. Yeah, it's weird. It's only got hold back. Like it's a charge weapon. That's why it's called a charge blade, because you have to do charge inputs.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't think that's true.
No, it's not.
Okay, red shield. How come everything requires that I press like 3 buttons? This is so fucking stupid. Okay.
And yet I can't play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The most upsetting thing. All right, I'm gonna go sharpen my weapon real quick. I'll be back.
Wait, so once I have red shield, then
build up file charge again.
And then what do I have file charge?
Okay, then, you know, go back into axe mode and basically, like, tap the A button. And you'll put the files on the monster and they will explode.
Oh, God. I have really lost all of my charge blade skills.
It'll come back to you.
Oh, God. This is so horrible.
Lane is literally using a cheat sheet as we speak.
I am spending half of my time looking at this piece of paper and also trying not to get by mechanics, and that's why I'm not doing any attacks, because I'm already focusing on doing all of that shit. So wait, axe? I feel like getting out the axe should be the same whether you're sheathed or not. That's my hot take on...
You want another button input every time you want to use it?
I don't fucking know. I don't know anything that... I'm so sorry.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
Okay, so why do I have axe out again? I have files.
Because that way you can tap A to use the files on the monster.
Tap A?
Yeah.
What about that other thing?
Yeah, so if you hit X and A at the same time, and then hold back, you'll do like the one big file charge on it.
Okay. Oh, God.
No, Charge Blade is a nightmare weapon.
It's so... Well, here's the thing. I swear I fucking had it. I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. I was doing Charge Blade things. I was attacking. I wasn't just running around in circles looking at a piece of paper. And now I'm back to running around in circles looking at a piece of paper.
You'll get back to it.
Okay. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it. What did I do wrong?
You hit X and A, right?
Well, I don't know.
Or did you think you hit X and A and you didn't hit X and A at the same time?
That is very possible. That is what I think is the most likely possibility. So wait, how do I pull out the axe from sheath again?
All 3 buttons.
Okay.
I'm upgrading this. I need blue sharpness on this weapon for to save my life.
Well, I accidentally didn't cancel it, and I don't know why.
You accidentally?
You're right. So I meant to do the thing where you cancel it into the other thing, and instead I just did the thing where you don't cancel it into the other thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. You have to hold back and like mash X, I think.
Okay. Also, for the record, I totally got full red charge with Ripper Shield because I hit him in the head.
Mm.
What?
I'm gonna have to test some stuff eventually.
I think it might be my Rathalos set. That's the thing I'm
It might be damage related. It might be like related to. There's a lot of factors, and I don't know what all of them could be.
My guess is it's the aggregate motion values, including bonus damage from hit zones. That would be my guess. So it's not like the overall damage you're doing, but it's the overall motion value you're doing, including factoring in the hit zone and
Right.
kills.
I thought it was just the number of hits that connect, but I could be again wrong about that.
It's definitely not that. I've gotten this so many times. And also, I'm running around, totally failing to do any attacks, so I can 100% assure you that I did not get any, that I didn't get any extra hits before I used Ripper Shield.
Heard.
Wait, what the? Why don't I have?
Oh, don't forget the tail. It's over here.
I battle carved it.
Okay, cool. You know, nobody has ever said that word to me.
What?
Battle carved.
I battle carved it.
Yeah, I've never heard that phrase, and now it's like just suddenly gonna be a part of my vocabulary for the rest of my life.
I think it was David Malarkey who said like 100% of battle carvers stop battle carving right before they survive and get the drop that they want.
That's hilarious. Oh, I wanted to at least pop the bubble. That's funny. Again, battle carving. I don't remember speaking this ancient tongue.
It might not have been you. It might not have been you, but someone said that. Oh, god damn it.
Someone mentioned battle carving.
Yeah, I picked that up from someone. I don't take credit for that.
Possibly it was Energy Surge on Phazon Drift. They're the other
It might have been because they all have red names.
Yep, that's exactly it. What's the connection between David Malarkey, Energy Surge, and Phazon Drift? Red names.
Yeah, red names.
Can I block, please? For real? For real? For real? It's fine. Yeah, if I wasn't bouncing quite so much, this would be a lot easier.
If you were actually had all 3 players contributing DPS to this fight, that would also make it easier.
Ha. Oh, did you jump in the well to get here, or did you take the long route?
What on earth is the well?
There's like a little cave that you can jump into at the beginning of the area, like at the starting area, and it literally drops you into this arena.
Oh.
But there's no line connecting them, so you wouldn't know that. You just kind of got to jump into a hole.
Right.
Figure out what's going on. There's a few spots in the game that are like that. That's one of them.
How do I get red shield again? Alright, hold on. Getting my red shield. Getting my red shield.
There we go, Jesus.
I wish that this game had DPS numbers because it would be so funny to see how minimal my contribution was.
Yeah, that was my least favorite part about the new games, and will continue to be my least favorite part about the new games.
Oh yeah, everyone looks at him and rages about him.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you could be doing more damage. And I'm like, I know, I fucking know.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird trade-off because, like, it's nice to have the numbers, but it's also really interesting when you have a game that's really deep and also really esoteric. Because, like, have you heard how they test the damage in this game? They use fixed value. They throw rocks at things. Because it has a fixed damage value. So you'll, like, whack a monster once, and then you'll throw a bunch of rocks at it until it dies, and then that'll tell you the number.
That is hilarious and terrible.
Yeah.
Because, like, isn't the health pool also a little random?
They use a specific monster. I think it's Brocky, but I'm not sure. There's some monster they use that gives them the consistency they need.
Gotcha. So, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's how people get those numbers. And there's mechanics that I genuinely don't even know how they test them.
Yeah. No, I get
Like,
that.
how do we know this shit, you know? And I because it's a deterministic computer program, it is possible to, in theory, reverse engineer everything.
Right.
But it's just like,
is it worth it?
well,
I mean,
I think it's pretty fucking cool.
No, it's very cool. I mean, here's the thing. You're not going to catch me doing it.
Yeah. I would do if there was something I really wanted to know, I would 100% do it.
Can I get No. Okay. I guess that's enough upgrading. Damn, I still got green sharpness. All I wanted was not green sharpness.
Okay.
All right.
Time to make some potions.
Let's post some keys.
Who buys the fucking? I mean, who sells the fucking potions? Like the regular.
The store in the front. It is aerial charge blade time. Very true.
Oh god.
I know. You got to do it one more time. Unless you want to learn aerial, but you know.
I am not doing aerial charge blade. So it's the guild store clerk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Longsword? We'll play some longsword after this. For sure.
I'm not playing longsword. I'm playing whatever the fuck I want.
Okay, go for it.
I've never played longsword. I might at some point in my life, but
It's not
that
not
day.
hard actually. But
Oh, maybe I'll try it then. I don't even have one though. Alright, finally have some fucking mega potions. Jesus.
Lane is not bound by the rules that I have to follow for this chat. And even I have the power to veto. I will give you back your channel points.
I'll make an obsidian longsword. If I can make it, I'll play it.
Okay, there we go. It's actually like one of the easiest weapons in the game, in my opinion. In terms of like mechanics, like you have like one combo. It's X, A, and then X and A at the same time. And that's it. That's the whole combo. And you can do variations of it, but we don't have to get into that. And you basically just hit the monster until your sword is glowy, and then you tap R a bunch of times, and it will change colors. And then you just rinse and repeat.
Okay.
It's not like, you know, do a quarter circle backflip into
Oh my god.
change your mode, and then also your moveset changes, and...
So wait, I've never played a 3D fighter like Tekken. Do they have quarter circle inputs and shit?
Kinda. I mean, there's a couple of inputs that are quarter circle, but it's more like direction on the D-pad and then button. But there are like one or two special moves. Like, I know... What's his face? One of the new characters in Tekken 7. Right? That's where we're at. He pulls out a handgun if you do a quarter circle punch. But like if you do a Hadouken motion. But it's like that's not the main like things. A lot of it is just like down forward, down back. Like you just hold those directional inputs and then do it.
Damn, I forgot how to eat.
And then some of it's also like out of a rising animation. So you'll duck down and then release down, and during that rising animation, you can do a punch and you'll get like an electric or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like almost like a charge, but not really. Because charging is like you held the direction and then you basically go into the opposite direction, right? And then put in an input.
Ooh, I don't know about this guy.
Oh, I'm almost there. We'll catch. I'll be there and help him out.
Right.
Oh yeah, gaming time. It is gaming time. How are you doing, Ray Kinchi?
We are gaming.
No, I mean, Tekken is like weirdly complicated and weirdly simple at the same time. Because if you're used to fighting games, it's very unintuitive. And if you're not used to fighting games, it's actually probably more intuitive than most fighting games.
I really like watching it.
It's cool. It's pretty. But it is like one of those games that you can just kind of button mash if you really wanted to, you know?
I mean,
and
honestly,
find
a
level of fun with that.
Yeah. I'm not a button mashing enjoyer, I gotta say.
I'm not either.
Button mashing. I hate that feeling of plateauing with bad habits and then having to like back out, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I know, I totally get that. Honestly, that's kind of how I feel when I play Melee with Fox, and then I'm like, oh, God, okay, I need to play Peach for a little while, because, like, I just can't bother to keep learning Fox like this, you know? But at the same time, it's like, I really want to learn Fox. I should probably just stick with it.
Fox is weird because it's one of those characters where you really do kind of want to, like, you kind of, like, have to get comfortable with the character at whatever level you're on. Like, you're not going to get the highest level of tech skill and have a good progression of learning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do kind of need to play the character and level up while not doing everything perfectly. Because you're not going to be doing everything perfectly even if you're the best player in the world.
Right, and part of that is, like, figuring out how to recover from being in a bad situation because you screwed up your tech or something like that.
Yeah, and I find it so interesting, too, because there was, like, I was watching someone play, I can't remember who it was, but I was watching someone play who said, like, oh, I can tell, they were playing on Slippy, and they were like, oh, I can tell that this is one of the top Fox players because of how he moves. It was like someone's ult, like their Smurf on Slippy or whatever.
That's funny.
They're just, and it's like, it's so interesting to me because my first thought is like, well, wait a second. Don't you think there's some bozo who moves like that but doesn't know what he's doing? But the answer is kind of no.
Yeah, no. You ever watch, like, there's a
no.
reason why you watch Mango play and you go, wow.
Yeah.
Like, every once in a while, you might see some, like, low-level player do something kind of Mango-like, but not to the same consistency.
Yeah, well, but there's just also, like, literally, like, dash dancing and wave dashing and shit that people don't do unless they're the best.
Yeah.
Like, on a very basic level. And I think a lot of it has to do with how intelligent the movement is. Like, that you wouldn't, because nobody knows what the fuck they're doing when they dash dance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no,
if you know what you're doing when you dash dance and you successfully combine all of those elements, it is because you were just that good. I think it's probably comparable to being able to tell that someone's a top, like, Street Fighter player from their footsies.
Yeah. Oh, grab is always a good input, Ray Kinshi. Every fighting game on the planet, grab is just such a forgotten about and such a good option.
People used to get beat up in arcades for grabbing.
Yup. Because they didn't know how to deal with it. And it's like one of those things where, like, you have to kind of know what's going, like, react to the fact that they know that, like, okay, the opponent runs at you. Are they going to press a button or are they going to grab? And you're kind of playing, like, this weird mix-up game because of that. And, like, you know, because grab is just, like, the only way that you can predict... I feel like the only way you can predict grab is, like, recognizing that it's at such a close range that is probably just the best option, right? But, like, you can't just react to the grab. Yeah, you can't just react to them like, oh, here's the grab animation. Like, nobody can react to the grab animation like that. I've teched so little grabs because of that. Because I keep looking for, like, oh, they're going to use get-up attack. You know? No, it's not like that.
One of the coolest things about Melee Bowser is you play that way. It's not you don't tech a grab with a grab, you tech a grab with up B. But the thing is, none of your moves are good.
Right.
You're playing defensive, you're playing counter hit. It's most similar, honestly, to, like, Icy's Yoshi, although there's not a lot like it. But, but, like, something that I've noticed from analyzing high-level Bowser play is that a lot of the success has to do with how well you are, quote-unquote, teching people's grabs. That is, how well you are reading when they're going to grab and up-being it.
It sounds like I'd lose to your Bowser, honestly.
Not yet, not yet. But I have high ambitions.
But one
If
day.
I have high ambitions if I stop being demotivated by fucking gamers, my
Valid.
eternal enemies.
That
Oh
was
fuck,
a topic Meet the Boy and I were talking about the other night.
gamers.
More so like the what that term means, you know, and how it's perceived. Meet the Boy's like, I would like to take that term back at one day to like
Reclaim gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as of it's too early for that right now. For
Well, it's just it means both. But yeah, it
Yeah.
absolutely it's a shorthand for the worst type of guy,
yeah,
without a doubt.
which for me is like, man, I hate it when people are like, man, you're a gamer, and I'm like, I fucking know.
Whenever I'm like telling like the way that I communicate like that, like somebody I've been dating has like some like shitty political opinions or something like that, is I'll be like, oh, it turns out they're a gamer. Like even
Jeez.
if they don't play video games, it's just kind of my shorthand for like someone who like I don't know like believes that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who,
I
like,
know what
thinks
you
that,
mean.
like women
Yeah,
are political or something.
we don't need to go into the full of it, but yeah. Anyway, it was just really funny for me, both me and Meet the Boy, to have this shared experience of like, man, I hate this.
Well, it's super interesting because what it is a subculture. You know, there was a gamer subculture, and that gamer subculture was already like a bunch of kind of like crappy, misogynistic, racist people, but they didn't have to gatekeep it very hard because gaming just wasn't a popular pastime.
Yeah.
And so what used to be
What?
a subculture
Oh.
became a widespread hobby. Wow, I'm really proud of that Ripper Shield that I did.
This monster just keeps on leaving.
And so they started being actively prejudiced instead of just like passively prejudiced because of the increased encroachment on their subculture.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how, you know,
That's how it
Gamergate
boils down.
happened.
Yeah.
Ethics in gaming journalism. I do find that phrase so funny. I used to always, I would go to this house show and they'd have a whiteboard that people would doodle stuff on, and I'd always write the phrase "ethics in gaming journalism" on there, just
Just to
'cause I think it's so fucking funny.
insane. But yeah, no. Anyway, back to grabbing. Yeah, grab is super cool.
Yeah, the other thing, the big conflict for me, the reason that I don't feel like I'm gonna get to where I want to be with Bowser yet is I need to practice hella tech. Like, you know how it is with Melee. Like, you start playing for a little bit and then all of a sudden you're like, man, I need these options on ledge, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right. Now I was gonna say, like, Bowser literally drops like a tier if he's above 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, literally goes from having one of the best ledge options to probably like to just no ledge options at all.
I will say though, the ledge get up attack is a gimmick, and I'm much more interested in stuff that's dynamic.
Does he have a good what's it called? Ledge dash?
He has a ledge hop up B auto cancel that's really versatile.
Ah, okay.
Because you ledge hop up B auto cancel, and of course you have up. I mean, it's aerial up B, but it's still good. You have a protective hitbox. You land, you're immediately actionable. You can drop off the platform. You can up B off the platform and then auto cancel again. You have a lot of like really dynamic options from there, and so it's kind of like on a lower level when you're just trying to cheese people with the matchup, you might go for the ledge attack, and there's situations where of course it's useful because it's just good as fuck, but when you're trying to actually outplay people, what you want is stuff that's dynamic.
Right.
Also, something that's really funny, I was reading through it was a description of Bowser's pseudo chain grab. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like, isn't it like up throw regrab on like certain like Falcon
It,
and maybe the Spaceys at like
it's
above
grab
50?
release, grab release,
Oh,
but it's not real. It's not real. It's what you hold up to get out of it, but if you don't know that you hold up, you literally get infinited.
okay, gotcha. Also, don't
But
forget we're playing a longsword if you are
I'm
still.
currently trying to make one.
Gotcha.
Um, let's see. Cow scythe, oh, claw scythe. Um, is the petrify? Yeah, I can upgrade that. So, the thing for the pseudo chain grab, they were talking about like real options out of it. In other words, using that one frame like of ambiguity to still do something, even though you can get out of it by holding up. But the guide said like, oh, don't try this because if someone sees you doing it in tournament, like the crowd will always tell them just to hold up. So like, even though
Ha!
you even though you think that you can cheese people with it, you won't because someone in the audience is going to say, "Dude, just hold up."
That's so
I
funny.
thought that was so funny.
That's when you immediately turn around and go, "No coaching."
But it doesn't matter. It's too late at that point.
I
It's too
know,
late.
I know. That is, yeah. I've definitely like actually. So I've done this thing before, and I think it's really funny. Where I'll up throw someone with Peach or Fox, and then on the way down I'll jab them and then re-grab, which is so fake and incredibly fake. But like it does catch a couple. Like I can catch a double jump. It puts them in a weird spot. Things like that. And I
Yeah.
definitely remember someone being like, "Dude, just shine it."
Yeah.
It's like, yep, there it goes.
I will say one of my, and I think this is a huge weakness of me as a player, but like one of my big weaknesses is I always play worse opponents like they're better. Like I don't call them out on stuff that part of the game is calling them out on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even at the highest level of play, that's an important skill that I don't have and don't develop. But I'm like so focused on self-improvement that I literally outplay myself.
Yeah. I'm kind of the opposite. But I do see what you mean. Like you expect people to pick better options than they do because like the option that you would how do I phrase this? Because any other option would just be terrible.
I treat every matchup like I'm optimizing both for myself and my opponent, not just for myself.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to play the best possible opponent instead of outplay my actual person opponent, which is stupid. It's not good. It's not.
No,
You
it's
have
not.
to beat the human being.
Oh, this is
You
such a
have to
fun
beat,
fight.
and that's why I'm excited about playing Bowser because it's gonna force me to beat the human being because optimal Bowser loses. You play optimally, you always lose. You
Yeah.
have to play like you have to use every single thing you can to get people out of their comfort zone, to stop it from being the ideal state of the matchup and like play the person that you're playing.
Right. So basically, the floof said what? Yeah. Basically, you're no longer playing the matchup. You're playing the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and not only that, but you know how like good chess players know that if you play the best positions, you draw, and they'll intentionally make bad moves to get into uncharted territory.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like that. It's like imagine you're good at chess, and there's a lot of ways that the game could go that you're like, oh, I know how this ends. This will end in a draw, and so you make a weird move that isn't optimal, and then all of a sudden you both aren't playing the book anymore. You're not playing what you've studied. You're playing fundamental chess.
Yeah.
And that's basically what Bowser has to do. Bowser is like always losing in that sense and always needs to play off book because if you play the book, so to speak, then you lose.
Yeah. Actually, let me think. There's actually a really good Melee video, like documenting that phenomena, where people are doing weird things with top tiers, not Bowser, but like it's like why are you doing this thing that like looks, feels, and acts bad, you know?
Wait, what do you mean?
I'll send you the video sometime. But like, you know,
Okay.
people like flashing shield on a ledge. It's like, what purpose does that serve? And it's like, it doesn't. It literally is just like a way of like forcing the opponent to just do something that is abnormal. You know, then, you know, you stop playing the
Yeah.
game that you were playing. It's a weird reset kind of thing.
Okay, so how the fuck do I play?
Okay, yeah. So X and then A and then X and A at the same time, and you know that's your like most basic combo.
Okay. I unfortunately don't even know what style I'm playing because I switched weapons without changing my set.
What were you playing before?
I think that I'm playing Striker, but with only two only two Hunter Arts slotted in. I think
boy.
that's what I'm fucking doing.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yes, that is,
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, X, A, and then X and A. Those buttons are still true for you. I think.
Okay.
Oh my god, okay. I need to upgrade this armor set. I think it's time. I'm taking a lot of damage.
I feel like we're gonna lose this one. I'm not trying to be like pessimistic or anything, but I don't have a good feeling about this. Okay, what the fuck is my gauge that's full? What's going on here?
So now if you tap R and you keep tapping R, you'll do like this 4-hit combo, and if you get the final hit of the combo to hit, it'll actually make your blade like do way more damage.
Okay.
And it should glow white. Now this might not be true with Striker, so
Oh fuck.
yeah.
Well, I've got some sort of white. Oh fuck. I don't know. Oh. I was too busy talking about melee.
Yeah, and it does stack up 3 times, so you can like keep on doing
Oh,
that
I
until it
see.
goes like yellow and then red, and then every time you do it again, you'll refresh red, or if you're in yellow, you'll go back up to red.
Wait, this is actually cool as fuck. I see why people like this weapon.
Yeah, no, it's sick.
Hey.
It snowballs very, very well, and again, it's like easy to pick up.
Yeah.
Like,
it's one of those things that's like straightforward, but rewards you also for your execution.
yeah. No, yeah,
And it's
you're
got
doing
a nice
fine.
loop. Dang, this fucking rules. I like this. Thank you, whoever was it, Ruby, that made us play this.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Thanks, Ruby. Too bad I'm stinky.
Right, and then you
I'm not
can
thinking
actually like
anymore.
mix up combos with the R button. So like if you do XA and then tap R again, you'll like reapproach the monster. So you can like kind of just keep chaining attacks over and over and over again.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
how do you lose charge over time?
Yeah, but you can always
Okay.
refresh it if you do the 4-hit combo again.
Okay.
I'm playing probably the worst version of it, which is Adept style, because I can't actually level up my charge blade unless I perfectly dodge attacks.
Dang. Well, that would be good in solo play, but this is not solo play.
Yeah. Is Fade Slash a keep away move? Keep away. I mean, yeah, you can. It's more like a repositioning move because it moves you sideways rather than like in a direction or not.
Right.
Oh, this is my chance to build up some meter. Ah, I mistimed the hitboxes. No. Okay, that's fine.
Wait, what's my bread and butter again?
X, A, and then X and A.
Okay.
But you can tap X twice, and then you can go A and XA. And then if you ever, like, you can tap R anywhere in the combo and start your other slash.
I am not capable of comprehending this information.
It's
right
okay,
now,
yeah,
but
Think of it as like a, I don't know how to describe it. Think of it as a reverse, like a Magic series, but then you can cancel any button into R.
Okay. Actually, that's very helpful.
Cool. I'm sure someone just heard me say magic series and it's like, the fuck is a magic series?
That is the most helpful thing you could have said. And genuinely, I think I need to start thinking about more things in this game in that way, because I think that would be really helpful. Because
This game was made by Capcom. For reference, like, they know what's up.
I never play on pad, so honestly, when I'm holding a controller in my hand, I'm not even thinking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, my first thought, like, it's just like, but it can't be a magic series. I'm pressing controller button. Like,
no, longsword is the most magic series weapon in the game, actually.
Okay. Well, that's really cool.
It is. I didn't even think about it as a magic series until I'm sitting here telling you how to hit buttons. I'm like, oh wait, things cancel into each other.
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me.
What's happening?
Oh, I used my special and it clearly hit the monster on someone's screen because it knocked it out of the air. Right? Because I hit the monster and then it fell. But because I didn't hit the monster on my screen, I didn't get the benefit that I needed from that special hitting.
Dang. Get to see it.
So I got done in by lag, essentially. Well, actually, maybe I benefited from lag just because I got the flinch, but still.
Stinky monster.
Big heals all around.
So you don't actually need the whole bar to get your R combo off, though, do you?
No, you don't. But, like, it refills faster, so it's good to, like, get it full at least once, so that way you can maintain it a little bit easier, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, if you're a little below, you can just...
No.
You still have enough.
In fact, that is, like, the biggest benefit of running a depth style is because you need so little... Like, you don't have to do the full combo. Your combo becomes
Right.
a, like, 2-hit combo. So I can actually, like, tap the monster one time with the sword, do a dodge, and then immediately level it up.
Hmm.
But that's just the benefit of it. But, like, it's a side grade, if anything.
Right.
Even it's... honestly, it's just strictly a downgrade. But... Like, I don't think I've hit the monster once with my combo properly.
Hey, that sucked.
Yeah. But, you know, that's how it goes. Cool. And Lane said that we wouldn't succeed in this fight.
Well, you know, it came together. I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of us, too. Keep me away. No, longsword's very cool. All the weapons in this game are very cool. Except for... No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I accidentally muted you, so I have no idea what you just said for the last 10 seconds.
Oh, I said every weapon in this game is very cool. Except for... And then I stopped. No, Charge Blade is also cool. It's just not for me. Personally. And I can acknowledge that. Just because I'm not the biggest Charge Blade fan does not mean that it's not a cool weapon. Whoop. I'm just a hater. I see. Some good tea. I only had 1 cup of coffee today, and I don't know if I should be disappointed in myself or proud of myself. Because I really wanted more coffee.
Jasper and I had way too much coffee way too late in the day, and so we were both just up until like 4 a.m.
Nice.
It was rough. I think he's really tired today.
Totally, yeah. No, that's understandable. I definitely had problems sleeping last night, but that's because I took a 2-hour nap before I went to bed.
Right.
Eventually, I did go to bed, though. Like, it instead of falling asleep in, like, 5 minutes, it took me, like, 30. So. which I know for some people is like that. You falling asleep in 30 minutes is a hard time sleeping. I'm like, yeah,
Dang.
I know. I'm lucky. The fact that I can fall asleep in 5 minutes is impressive in its own right.
Yeah, no, that rules. I love that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna unpost this. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wrong quest. Oh no, you gotta go change stuff.
I didn't realize you can't change your weapon before the... I feel
Yeah.
like you should really be able to change your weapon after the quest is posted.
They changed that in the later games.
Yeah.
I think part of it is that, like, I'm sure it's a coding issue. Because, like,
Yeah.
once you're hard locked into the quest, it, like, yeah. It's difficult to change certain icons and things of that nature after you've posted the quest. And, like, it might just, like, affect certain attributes of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, here's a thought. What if, depending on what weapons you take with you, and I'm talking like really specifically, what if that like weapons, armor, and all that stuff, what if that's actually a seed for every single fight that we do?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, you know how, like, you know, in roguelites, it generates a seed before every run that like dictates all the random probabilities? What if that's what Monster Hunter is, except it's weapons and armor and all of that stuff, and, like, you know, characters and names on a quest?
That would be really funny.
And that's how, like, you know, that like, if you're gold crown hunting and all you do is play with the same name, the same character with the same armor set and the same weapon set and the same cats, like, it's just like, yep, can't do it. You're never gonna get a gold crown because you keep running it back with the same seed.
But like the RNG is really bad, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Like, that would be so funny. That would be so funny.
Raykin, she's like, bruh. Speaking in curses. That's right. You know how Monster Hunter hates you? Like, some people are just like the luckiest hunters on the planet. It's because they're actually running armor sets that generate good seeds when they fight certain monsters.
Yeah, that's
You
why
really
can't
wanted
play
that
the
mantle
meta.
today? Too bad.
That's
Unless
why
you
can't
broke.
play the meta. You have to play the most random. It's kind of like chess players trying to get out of book. You have to play the shittiest fucking sets. So that
That's the new meme for the month. Is, you know, it's kind of like when chess players have to get out of book.
yeah, you know, they have to.
Everything is related back to chess players getting out of book.
That's when I make a really horrible set in Monster Hunter. I'm like Bobby Fischer.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's me being Bobby Fischer.
So you're saying we can manipulate the desire sensor? Yes. Every bad decision is actually just RNG manipulation. I love it when speedrunners make that joke. They're like, "Oh, guess I died there," and somebody's like, "Nope, and you were manipulating RNG," and it's like, "Oh, yep, that's right. I forgot about that trick."
It is crazy watching. Like, have you seen the new how they run crystal shards now? Kirby and the Crystal Shards.
Yeah, it's like you generate different RNG values by crouching X number of times during like a stage.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of ways that they have to reactively manage RNG based on what enemies do on screen and stuff like that.
Like, it's that to me is wild. Like, I was like, it's Kirby and the Crystal Shards. You move pretty slowly. It doesn't seem very tech heavy. Like, why do we keep resetting? I don't get it. And it's because the RNG can just be so... Like, you spend the entire time manipulating RNG and praying that it kind of works out.
Yeah, and people can keep manip for the whole fucking game in theory.
Yeah, it's wild. The only reason why I know this is because of Curatissimo.
Who's that?
He's the speedrunner for Kirby and the Crystal Shards I raid sometimes.
Oh yeah, I watched him. I think that might be how I learned all of this, actually.
Yeah, because I was like, what's going on? Why are we counting numbers? Give me that yellow, that white church. Aha! Yellow charge. Yes. No, I failed. I was so excited to benefit from a depth style, like, out of the blue. The game did not reward me. Ow. I'm getting whacked so much this fight.
Hey.
Yeah, I think I actually have the worst armor now. It might be time for an upgrade. Plus 10 defense and everything.
My only complaint about Monster Hunter is how much of the game is having to be able to glean meaningful information from just having the monster's ass covering your entire screen. Like, I'm so mad that that's how it works.
Honestly, that's probably why so much of the newer games have, like, this thing going on where, like, what is it? How would I describe this? Where, like, almost every weapon has a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, I don't know though, because that makes it really reaction based. I like the idea of knowledge being important, but it sucks that you can't really acquire that knowledge very easily because you're just not playing with all the information. Like, if you could see the whole monster, you could respond to the same cues every time. But you have to kind of figure out what the cues are for, like,
each unique
the
monster.
left butt cheek, because that's the only thing you can see.
Right, right. No, it makes sense.
Because, like, especially, like, because I've tried watching, like, people play Gunlance at, like, high levels, and especially Gunlance has a problem, and I think Lance is like this too, of, like, the good positioning is horrible camera position.
Yeah, yeah. No, it really is.
Because how the weapon advances forward when it attacks.
Oh, that's Lane. I thought it was a small monster. I was so excited.
It's so funny. Oh, fuck! He could go up here! Oh, fuck.
No, I saw you there, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get to use my special now. It's going to be great.
Oh, because I'm all red. That's so funny.
Yep. You look just like one of the small monsters in the arena.
One downside of making your armor out of monster parts.
That's right. You get treated as an enemy sometimes.
No, 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 don't attack me. Oh, God.
Well, it's like if I hit a small monster with that special, I would have gotten, you know, red charge on my longsword. It would have been great.
Right.
Ow. But oh well. Maybe another time. Ow. Thought I died.
Why do I keep catching on fire? I don't understand what's causing me to catch on fire.
Are you on fire, or did you not drink a cold drink?
I didn't drink a cold drink. I keep having these moments where I don't think that I'm being hit by an attack, but I'm catching on fire.
It might be one of the small monsters, or like the geysers. Like, though, there's like these little fire geysers that pop up. Or if you're standing too close to a lava pool,
Yeah.
the ground will act like you're on fire.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's lava pools.
Damn. Oh, is it leaving the area? No.
That fucking laser, Jesus.
Yeah.
I like how this game has so many things where it's like your playstyle that you're just like, I just think it's neat, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't think anyone else on the planet likes Striker Gunlance. I think I am the only person in the world who likes Striker Gunlance.
I don't
But
know.
love it.
I see the benefit of it, but like, yeah, nobody would play it.
You lose your slam. Everyone wants the slam.
Everyone
But-
wants the slam.
But I just love so much being able to stack up movement abilities.
Yeah.
Like stack up movement abilities, and I actually really like the alternative to the slam, the very like poke-oriented gameplay.
It's got like definitely like you can kind of like it plays a lot like longsword. How you can kind of cancel everything into R, but with that one you can cancel anything into explosion, and then explosions back into like slashes.
Yeah, yeah, and it keeps everything going, because like the slam is like a good finisher. But
Yeah,
you're always going for the slam. You're always going for the slam, and then it kind of creates this dead time where it like almost doesn't matter if you know what the monster's doing. Like, oh, I was gonna slam here whether I had more time to attack or not. You know?
yeah, because it'd be
With
worth
Striker,
it.
you're always thinking about your damage uptime.
Yep, yep.
Okay, how the fuck do we get to that area?
Oh, 5.
Right.
Yeah, actually, so wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, never mind. Okay, it's up here. I don't know why. Oh, you know what it was? Okay. 5 look highlighted it to me because it was on a like shiny spot of the back map.
Are y'all climbing something? Is there something I'm
Yeah,
missing
yeah.
here?
Yeah,
Oh, I
climb
can
up that wall.
How am I supposed to know that that's climbable?
Because you walk forward and it says A.
That is how I do, but other than that. Barring that,
It's a
it's
vertical
not very
surface.
legible.
No, this is actually, so this is one of the maps from For You where like climbing was like a huge mechanic because it was like what introduced mounting and all that stuff.
Well, last stream or a couple streams ago, you were showcasing your stupid climbing-based attack style.
Oh yeah, that's in a game though where like they took out aerial and I was like, but aerial greatsword was so cool. Let me see if I can redeem, like show that off again. And it.
That was the dumbest thing is that it was kind of good.
Oh no, it was very good. It was keeping up with so much damage. Like 700 damage a swing is so good.
Yeah.
There was no kinda in that sentence. It just was. Aerial Greatsword in World was nuts. Aerial Greatsword in Rise is nuts. I need this small monster. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me
Wait,
that
what do you
thing.
need it for? Is it for your...
Yeah, for a silly set. Ugh, damn. I need like 2 shards and it'll be technically finished, but it's alright. I'm missing 10 defense from it. It's not the end of the world.
Halacha Boy! Do you know about Halacha Boy, Babo?
I don't.
So, when I was in high school,
So long ago.
so long ago. Oh god, another lifetime. There were these like hats and hoodies and stickers on people's cars that said Halacha Boy, and it was like a lifestyle brand created by someone who I believe was affiliated with the baseball team for my high school. So a number of like baseball players and associated people had it, right? It was like it was like the advent of drop shipping. It was when people first started having like stupid custom Redbubble stuff. Like back when that was barely even a thing.
Gotcha.
But they had this website, and the website was so funny because it like had like this like super dramatic description where it was like, in 2012, like David such and such developed his unique mindset and like
Interesting.
and like described like how he developed some sort of mindset, but it didn't say what the mindset was. It just said that he developed his unique mindset. And then after describing his unique mindset, it shifted from third person to first person. It said, "I hope I didn't offend anyone. Halacha Boy!" And
it's like halacha, like a single word rather than holler at you. Like,
it was all one word, Halacha Boy. But it wasn't like people who actually say this. Like, it wasn't like, it was just like some, I don't know. It was just like some weirdo.
Weird.
Yeah,
and it just like picked up steam.
Well, it was only, I don't think that it was ever that popular. It was just something I saw a lot at my high school. And I wish the website was still there because it was so funny, and it has been
God
lost in
damn.
time. There's no archive of it. I'm very
Damn.
disappointed.
That is sad. Hello, Joanna.
Hi, Joanna.
Hustle y'all's way to the table of success. Working on it.
We have to come up with a Monster Hunter Eric Adams-ism.
Eric Adamsism?
Like, with all of your haters become waiters when you take a seat at the table of success is an example of an Eric Adams-ism.
I see. You there.
All of yours, it has to rhyme. All of your... What's a
Farcasters.
monster that rhymes with something?
It could be an item, too.
Yeah.
All of your Gimprey. Insect glaive? Yeah, we can do some insect glaving. Glavin.
A weapon would be a good one. All of your great swords become I don't know.
Yeah, this is tough.
Let's see.
Joanna stole my points. What?
What? Oh shit, we're playing Prowlers.
What? Are we?
Yep.
It said insect glaive for me.
That was Joanna saying it.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Right, prowling away.
We're playing cats.
While you figure out the cat thing, I'm gonna go probably use the bathroom real quick.
Well, I'm gonna piss while you figure out the cat thing.
I'm already figured it out. I'm there.
Oh, okay. I was still menuing.
I see. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. I hope y'all couldn't hear my piss. I have a concern that might be possible in my house with my microphone.
I am returned. Well, let me put my hat back on.
Would it be against terms of service if, like, your pissing was too loud? Like, would you get in trouble with Twitch?
For
you know what I'm saying? For peeing too loud.
I doubt it. You could just say you're a frying chicken.
Oh shit, which one's my prowler that I actually use? Let's see.
Tis the question.
No, because, like, I think I sent him on a mission, maybe?
Oh, no. Worst case
hold on.
scenario is that you can't use a cat this run. I'll be our cat.
I'll just pull him out of the mission.
Hmm.
No real loss.
Pissing all by yourself, huh? Yes. Ideally.
No, but, like, seriously, because what, like, I just feel like you could Not that this should really be a problem, but like if your stream had some sort of a piss kink thing going on where you just like pissed loudly into the microphone, like obviously at some point Twitch would take issue with that, right?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I do remember when I used to like have those room microphones and I used to pour tea on stream. I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah, I do remember.
I remember because you were the one who first pointed it out to me, Lane. Was like, it sounds like you're taking a piss. Like every time I poured up another cup of tea.
Right, like can you get in trouble with Twitch for that? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not with that, but like, I think if everyone knew I was like pissing, like, you know?
Yeah.
That was part of the bit, and it was just assumed that that was the case. Trying to learn Song of Storms, very bad. I used to know that on accordion. I bet I could still play it.
Okay, I'm so sorry for the delay, y'all. How the fuck do I get my guy out of the fucking trader?
Oh, so yeah, talk to the trader, and then you gotta like cancel the trade, or whatever.
So I go to access the trader.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have order items, exchange for items, and villager requests.
Yeah, and then it's order items is what you're looking for.
And then I request. Oh, I have to request a trade, but then cancel a trade after I request a trade.
Yep, and then pull your cat out.
Well, that's stupid.
Yep. Welcome to Monster Hunter.
Request a trade. I know like going to be a really controversial. I know I'm always saying all kinds of controversial things, but I think that request a trade should be where you request a trade, and cancel a trade should be where you cancel a trade. But that's just me, though.
It should just say, like, trade options.
That would be also great. That would be a good way to do it. Okay. I hope that, okay, anyway.
How do I get my guy out of the traders? Not the sentence I was expecting to hear. Yes.
And then how come select Prowler and switch to Prowler are two separate options? I also find that rather odd.
Because if you're selecting your Prowler, you're selecting the cat that you want to play as, while switching causes you to actually switch to it.
But why can't you just select the Prowler and then you're the Prowler? That's how I would do it.
Because you can swap out Prowlers. So one of them is selecting what kind of cat you want to be the Prowler, and then the other one is actually becoming the Prowler.
Right, but what if the only option was select a Prowler? Then you would just select the Prowler.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I think
game's silly.
I mean, I hear you, but I just don't know. I feel like I would prefer it to be handled differently. Okay, what are we doing now? We're doing fucking...
Go Prowl Girl.
Duel invoke. Who's ready to fight a Glavenus?
Me. Actually, you know, I'm gonna change up my Prowler real quick. There was one Prowler I really liked playing as, and it's not high enough level. So by playing this Prowler, I will also level it up. Select Prowler. See, I did it. I did the thing. Yes, I forgot about this cat. Healing one is nice, but maybe not for solo. Babo's very Halloween-themed Prowler.
Healing is actually pretty good. Like, if you... Because healing has good boomerang damage, which is, like, the only thing that matters if you're playing a ranged build. So, like, healing is, like, number 2 to Collector for, boomerang damage, I believe.
I think it's, yeah, something like that.
I number 2 or 3.
I don't remember the deets.
But it's definitely top 3. I can say with confidence that it's top 3, and that historically, especially in like the early meta, I think people ran them a lot.
Yeah. My Prowler is cosplaying as the diamond character from Slap City.
Remember Slap City?
What a good game. I miss it. Honestly, I wish that game had caught on more, because I had such a blast playing it every single time.
I liked it. My big problem with the game was only that I first played it at a tournament and everyone was just playing that stupid DK fish.
Yeah, I mean, Fish Bunjin is kind of like that. That is what people are there for.
I do like what a weird character to be the best character.
It wasn't though. It was like it was
Was
just
it?
DK Falcon.
Why did everyone play him then? Who's the best character?
It was the other. It was like the main character, like the girl in the box art.
Oh yeah.
But like, here's the thing: the game didn't really take off to the point where like any one character could really be considered the best.
Yeah.
I do. Most people consider
Yeah,
the
like the
character
meta's
I
on
played to be the
development.
most annoying to play against, but
I liked that character. That was cool.
the one that could
Like,
like place a mind down and
The Noni thing. Yeah.
yeah. No, well, that was like peak Duck Hunt era for me.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, having something that was basically just like a static can that was completely uninteractable with that I could like place wherever I wanted to. Great item.
Yeah.
Made my day. Yeah, also named Remedy. That was her name. It's Remedy, wasn't it?
Wow. Using boomerang build on slopes is fucking horrible.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
the worst. Also, those little, what's it called? The Triceratops guys are literally my least favorite ads in the entire fucking game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
But you're not really dead.
No, but I used an acorn. That sucks. Eat the
Well,
Mufa. Oh my god, I just got sniped and I'm dead again.
You should
Down
if
an
you-
acorn.
If you rest in a bed, you can get your acorns back. It probably doesn't really matter if you cart, but it also might matter if you cart since Floof is carrying us so hard.
Right. Well, it's all right. I got the beast mode activated, so now I can
All right.
do my.
Ooh. I gotta say, it's a lot nicer playing Prowler when you're the only one and people can like life powder you.
Yeah, that is very true. Well, that's what the healing prowler's for.
I have a healing move, but I can't use it.
Can't
I
get
don't
this
have the
level up on
meter
the
for it.
beast. Ah, god damn it. This monster sucks to fight against. Hate
This
Gradios.
really was the worst fucking monster. I mean, worst fucking monster to fight with Prowler. Like that tail. Because Prowler's usually so safe, it's kind of like not a problem. Like I never feel worried about dying, except versus this fucking shit.
People talk about Glavenus like it's the best monster. It's the best thing since sliced bread.
God damn it.
Oh, I think I died.
Wait, really?
No, I'm not. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize it got knocked over.
Well, here you go. Here's some help. Wow,
Okay,
that was not
boom,
very
level
much
1. Woo, okay.
What do you mean level 1? What are you talking about?
I'm playing Release the Beast Prowler, so I level up
Oh.
as I keep fighting the monster.
Weird.
Yeah. So now I'm doing more damage. It's basically longsword, but like
Yeah.
different. Because
Shittier.
you don't have a gauge, you just kind of got to hit it with the combo. And that's all you
okay.
got is the combo.
It is nice how Prowler has all the quality of life, though. That is something I really like.
What do you mean?
Like, you always see where the monster is. You don't have to worry about the, Ooh, do we need to do a little herb horn session here?
No.
It kind of
By the time it's worth it.
Yeah. I should have soothing roll. I have it. I just don't have it slotted in.
Bobo, it slices bread. Yeah. I'm glad that you're back home, Joanna. I'm happy that you're back home if you're happy that you're back home.
It sounded like San Francisco was nice for a time, but maybe nice to leave also.
Yeah. For a time, not a lifetime.
Wait, was it San Francisco? I don't remember. Where was it? I think it wasn't San Francisco.
It was one of those areas.
Some California thing.
Yeah, it was a California thing. Level 2. Level 3.
My experience is that like talking to people from California is kind of like going in a time machine. Like, I have a friend who I'm forgiving of this because I understand she's just from California, but she literally was trying to talk about like balancing the federal budget like it's 2005. Like she's trying to get me to vote for George Bush. Like
That's insane.
I was like, dang, what a fucking throwback. Balancing the federal budget? That's crazy.
South Florida
Do
is.
they have like a different Fox News for Californians? It's like a 15-year tape delay.
I don't know. Whoop. Okay. Back at oh my god, I just lost half my health bar. Got him.
Thanks for the carry, Flu.
We need it.
Oh, I finally get my fucking piercing boomerangs. Now, for the first time in this entire battle, I'm going to start actually doing damage.
Oh my god, yeah, that's important.
I kind of should have just used Forbidden Acorn, honestly. But, what can you do?
Can I get level 4? No, okay, it peaks at level 3, but it still does cool shit. So, it is forgiven.
I cannot believe how loud Prowlers are. Why did they do this?
What, that? Why did they go meow?
Yeah, like, why are they designed that way? Whenever you say thanks for the help, I think it's like sarcastic.
Who, me?
Yeah, your character says it.
He does. It's never sarcastic.
I know.
I am always so thankful for the help every single time.
Right, but thanks for the help just doesn't sound like something someone would even say sincerely. I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe I'm just built different.
There you go.
I am taking so much damage, I think I might die while the monster's mounting people. Or while we're mounting the monster.
It's not that I'm telling a cat not to meow, it's that they constantly, like, sound like they're fucking intensely.
Why
like,
did I get angry?
It's like hardcore, like, literally continually for 20 minutes.
Ah, okay, I'm down. Angry cat is no longer.
It really takes me back to the horny yowling of the Tampa cat population.
What?
So, cats...
I'm familiar with the horny yowling that is cats, but
right, but also cats do really well in warmer climates. And so Tampa has a lot of feral cats.
I see.
They do very well there, and so you just hear like a chorus of horny cats doing their thing.
To be fair, we are in a volcano.
I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
It's hot. It's a warm climate.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this might be my favorite style of cat to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so funny. I need to actually make a set though that's proper and actually has like the moves that I would like to run on it.
I like my boomerang build because I can kind of just turn my brain off and chuck boomerangs and just try not to die.
Yeah. The tank cat is fun, but like I would love to have a cat that actually has like some pretty decent offensive qualities. Or like some
Right.
supportive qualities in combination with the beast thing that it does. I don't know.
But the support shit's not good anyway, is the problem. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what would be a good support thing?
Like healing horns and stuff like that. Like
But the healing horns are so bad, though.
they really aren't. They're basically like free dust of life. It's bad
Yeah.
for you as a cat, but like if you activate it while everyone else is like hurting, like you can actually like just keep people alive forever.
Yeah,
Especially
but,
if you're good at like meter building.
Instead of an item that you're... Yeah, I mean, it's like if you have plenty of meter, it's like kind of okay, but it's like you could normally have like a shit ton of healing items, and instead it all plugs into your meter, which is kind of a problem at times. I guess it's not as much of a problem. Like, if you're really good and you use Forbidden Acorn, it solves all your meter problems. But if you don't do that, then it's a problem.
I think, yeah, I would run Forbidden Acorn on this set for sure.
Yeah.
Because I
should
would
just
want to
use it, honestly. Oh, fuck.
Well, it's like, here's the thing. Just using it once automatically lets me activate, like, the thing that makes this cat good. So, like...
Yeah, and then you get your meter. Yeah, exactly.
Well, after, of course, I finish building up second meter. But, like, yeah. I build up first meter while building up second meter. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Have we fought Lao Sheng yet? No, we have not. And I refuse to do so. Where's Take Your Turn? We're raising HR. It's off.
Oh, thank God. This was... I was very close to carding. Oh. Remember last time you cut the Glavenus tail and I thought it was like a fucking meteor, so I didn't carve it?
Yeah. Good times.
I have never fought Lao Shan in my life.
You might have to at some point.
I literally do have to, unless I, like, cheat.
Almost makes cheating sound like a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you cheat, you don't have to fight Lao Sheng. Ooh, actually. Maybe we should cheat.
What if we made some sort of, like, modded Lao Shan fight? I don't know what we would do, but I think that would be a good concept.
Just make it like the third area. Or like the second area. And then give them a couple of moves. Make them shoot a couple of fireballs.
What if we made it underwater? Underwater Lao Shan?
I don't know. Underwater does already exist.
What if we did the Halo Elephant, like the big vehicle that you can slowly drive around, as part of the Lao Shan fight?
That would actually be pretty cool. I'd be down with that. Unlimited cat tank for the whole fight. That's basically how it feels. Also, the elephant was such a funny like vehicle in Halo. Like I
loved the elephant.
It was so good and so bad at the same time.
Well, it really made the game feel like a sandbox, because why the fuck would you drive the elephant? You know?
Right. Outside of that one like situation, right?
Why would you drive it?
To shoot the sniper that you know is in one spot that you can like get to in like 2 seconds.
Wait, it has guns?
Huh? The elephant?
It just has a horn.
No, it has a tank. It's a tank. You can shoot the thing on it.
You're thinking of the scorpion.
No, I'm thinking of the elephant. The tank?
The elephant is not the tank. The scorpion is the tank. The elephant is the gigantic, like... I don't even know how to describe it. It just honks a horn. It's like a huge mobile, like, almost like a land aircraft carrier.
Oh, okay. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, it's like a giant rover thing.
Maybe I never actually did that.
But did you play Halo 3 a lot?
I played a pretty decent amount.
It was on Sandtrap.
Hmm.
It was like the gimmick of Sandtrap.
Gotcha. I mostly only played, what is it, like Hammerfall or whatever it was?
What the fuck is that? I've never heard of that in my life.
No, it's the two-forted base that, like, exists in the valley.
Oh, yeah, it had a different name in each game. It was Valhalla in Halo 3.
Okay. Are we talking about Reach? Halo Reach?
3.
Okay. I'm thinking of Halo Reach.
Oh, okay. You didn't play Halo 3.
I guess not. I thought I did. I played Halo 2 and Halo Reach, and I thought Halo Reach was the third Halo. But...
No, there's a Halo called Halo 3.
Oh,
It's the one I played the most. Although I really liked Reach as well.
Reach was the one that felt most sandboxy to me.
I think that's because you didn't play 3, though. 3,
Maybe.
Reach was good, but 3 was even more, like, fucking around game. It was really good for being silly.
Gotcha. Was it the one where they added, like, the perks? Like, the invisibility and, like, the jetpack and...
No, that was Reach.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, am I
3
mixing it
was...
up?
3 was every character was the same, and you just interacted with the game sandbox.
Gotcha. That's cool.
It's also where they introduced the design a level mode.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now I'm kind of curious, like, did I actually play it or not? Because I never owned the game. I only went over to friends' houses and played it.
Yeah, you might have missed it. I don't know.
The only reason why I know about, like, Halo 2 is because the church that I used to attend had an Xbox, and we were allowed to play it for a period of time. My favorite thing was to run around throwing stickies on people.
Yeah.
And that was basically all I did. While people complained about how busted the dual-wielding the needler was.
The fucking needler. What a good weapon.
And now imagine having 2 of them.
Well, they buffed the needler when they took away one of them.
Yeah.
The problem with the needler is it was totally useless if you only had one. You had to have 2, or else why are you even holding it, you know? Oh, fuck. Oh, there's that guy.
Yeah, the church took away our Xbox after they found out we were playing first-person shooters.
Dang. That sucks.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't know if they took away the Xbox. They definitely took away the Halo, though.
Yeah. Oof.
FPS is not Christ-like. There's a lot of things that weren't Christ-like, though. Honestly, the church isn't very Christ-like at times.
Yeah.
Jesus plays RPGs. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, you got KO'd.
I got KO'd, but he did something different on my screen. He, like, landed, did a thing, and then did something else on your guys' screen.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like, basically lag happened, I think.
Oh, okay.
And it did something funky, like, the way it looked, just, like... Basically, he immediately KO'd me, and then, like, glitched into a different animation and started roaring, which is not how this monster moves.
I need to find my Wi-Fi adapter. I hope I didn't lose it when I moved. I used to have one, but that was like... Oh god, that must have been 5 years ago. Jesus. Oh, fuck. I wonder if I even still have it.
Wi-Fi adapter gone forever.
Well, before I was homeless. That was like long ago. Jesus, that was like last time I remember having was in Tallahassee.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Ah. Can't stay on the monster like that.
I like this guy's design, but he's stressing me out.
Yeah. What's upsetting is that he's really cool, and you would think it's like, oh, I'm gonna make a sweet hammer build with him, you know?
Yeah.
And then he doesn't make anything good.
No.
As is the case with most cool things. in this
Yeah.
game. Like Celtis Queen is all right, but not really.
I feel like they should have, like, I guess the thing is they want to have an armor set for every single monster, but the problem is they just kind of didn't give them the attention they needed to be good.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a lot of forgettable armor sets.
Pretty much.
Who's exhausting this monster? Floof, is that something you're doing?
I mean, it does, like, slowly exhaust over time. But
Every monster we've been fighting has been getting exhausted so much. I don't know. Maybe it's more normal than I'm realizing. Maybe it's just the monsters we happen to be fighting.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. I see someone's used an insect maneuver. The best insect glaive skill.
Wait, what's that?
Basically, it's not. But, like, you upgrade your insect, and then when you shoot it out, you can, like, basically have it, like, swarm the monster and do multiple attacks on it.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is really cool.
You know, I wish I remembered how to do Wyvern Fire.
Do what?
Wyvern Fire.
Oh, it's shield X and A at the same time.
Right, okay. And it cancels, right? It's like a magic
No, it
string
doesn't.
kinda...
You just kind of got to press it.
Okay. I think it does in Striker.
Ah, I got screamed at. There we go. So much damage is what I'm taking. I keep forgetting to upgrade this armor set. That's what I'm doing after this. Absorbing your dog's life force. That's hilarious.
What? What?
Are you just like watching them have as much fun as possible, and that like is satisfying to you, gratifying? The topple.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Actually, you put me in a really good situation because of that.
Uh-oh.
You sounded disappointed that you didn't screw me up more.
No. It's just so funny whenever you poke someone with the lance and hit them. Because it's like, fuck you, you know?
Right. Like, well, it's also like with the gun part, it's like so much worse to get hit by that, but then like to get hit by any part of it feels bad.
Well, and like, okay, getting hit by the gun is worse, but getting hit by the poke is way more rude.
Yeah, there we go. Could be related to charging. That's right. Petting dogs is the charge blade of life. Petting your dog is kind of like going off book on chess. You know that thing where like you make a bad move in chess and like intentionally try and get your opponent to like try and do something that's outside of the norm. what petting your dog is like.
I'm finally getting the hang of that weird dodge that you're supposed to do with the lances. Where, like, you know, where you quickly turn 90 degrees and then fucking dodge?
Yep.
I don't understand why they don't just give you access to the normal sidestep all the time. I feel like that's...
Because it's too big.
It's too good?
No, well, no, wait. You said the sidestep?
You can't sidestep unless you've just poked someone.
Right.
But I feel like you should be able to sidestep all the time, since you can pseudo-sidestep anyway by doing that turn 90 degrees thing. So it just feels like, well, functionally you can achieve the same thing, but just in a less intuitive way, which feels kind of silly.
Right. Petting a dog is kind of like a roguelite. Yeah, in some sense.
Yeah, there you go. Depends on the dog. It really does.
That's right. Every time you go to pet the dog, many different things could happen. It could bite you, it could bark at you, it could run away from you, it could jump into your arms lovingly. Like, you know, there's a whole bunch of different scenarios that play out every time you decide that you are going to pet the dog. And depending on the dog, it could be like an entirely different type of roguelite. You know, it's like choosing a different dungeon to start on. It's
There
kind of
you
cool.
go, yeah. It's like how in Binding of Isaac you can pick, like, different characters or something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, the dog petting is kind of the setting of the game, right? Or the setting of the roguelite. Damn.
Yeah, there you go. Choose, like, your path in the game or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. 65% chance to get a wolf, a 35% rare chance to get the secret shit on the goddamn first floor boss fight. Right. The secret shit is when you pet the dog and it starts doing that banjo thing with its leg.
Oh, yeah. I think that dog ownership is like a deck building roguelike because you can purchase different dogs and they have different abilities.
No, because you don't purchase all dogs at once and like slowly collect them. That's weird.
No, but you can't. You don't in each run, but in theory you can if you have a good enough run. Why is there like a flaming supernova in the sky? Like there's like a flash
lore.
red thing. Oh, okay. Is it related to this monster?
No. It's related to the active lore of the game. Did that kill it?
Wait, you can stand in the middle while this guy's spinning?
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Lots of monsters have jank hitboxes, and if you know how to abuse them properly, you can get away with a lot of really cool stuff.
Well, I mean, that's fairly intuitive.
Yeah.
It's surprising to me, I guess.
No, despite the fact that there are some, like, especially jank hitboxes, most of the time they're very fair and forgiving.
Yeah. I have never really had a major complaint about a hitbox in this game, I'm gonna be honest.
There's, like, the Plesioth hip check, you know? Like, getting hip check from behind is kind of insane.
I think that's fair.
I do too.
I don't really have a problem with that. Like, it makes sense to me, because he's doing a big old swing, I don't know.
Oh, the part that people complain about is the fact that you'll be behind it sometimes, and you'll get hip checked.
What do you mean behind it?
Like, hip checks in a direction, right?
Yeah.
So if you are, let's say it hip checks to the right. If you are on the left side of the monster, you'll still get hip checked, even though it's going to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
It's kind of like getting butt grabbed in Melee.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, okay, I guess. Yeah, that one, David Malarkey. The final collectible once you register all other dogs is the Hourglass dog. Nah, Hourglass dog is like that one free dog that just kind of shows up. Like you play the game and you collect your first dog and you get like an achievement that says first dog collected and it's a picture of Hourglass dog. It's not a 100% reward. It is the 0.0001% reward for basically turning the game on.
Wait, do I get an urgent now?
Maybe. Are we there now?
I'm not sure. I'm struggling to find more key quests on Kira Nico or Kira Nico.
Hourglass Dog is the dog sold at auction. Yeah. But did you see what people were buying them for? Or what the currency was like? What's the exchange rate on that? It could be worth nothing. The highest bid was one fatty catty.
What are you talking about?
Oh, the video which Hourglass Dog is from.
I see.
We're trying to figure out what the value of Hourglass Dog is. And the highest bid was one fatty catty. Alright, I'm upgrading everything to level 5. That should keep
Oh,
me-
your armor.
Yeah. Wow, I don't actually have max money now. That's crazy.
Honestly, I've just been eating for defense to make up for my lack of.
I just can't get away with that anymore. I'm like getting too tapped again.
It's that bad.
Yeah, like I'm taking more damage than I do in like late game with fully upgraded armor. So that's kind of like where my area is at. Ruby, can the Hourglass Dog beat Goku? Oh yeah, for sure. People keep making out Goku like he's like this incredibly powerful supreme being, and he's not really that. He's only a Saiyan. I'm just saying.
Dang, that is such a good 3-slot talisman. Holy shit.
What'd you get?
Oh no, Floof got sharpness 4 and 3 slots.
Oh yeah, no, that's sick. But yeah, no, like let's talk about what Hourglass Dog can do. Hourglass Dog just exists. Goku can't even do that for very long. I swear to God, he dies in like every season. I don't know if he can beat the Milkman. I'd say they're about on par. But again, like Goku isn't a very high bar, to be perfectly honest. So, you know. What are your thoughts on Goku, Lane?
Me, I literally never watched the show. I don't really.
Good for you.
Really... I genuinely have no idea.
This is how unimportant Goku is.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I didn't get all the TV channels when I was growing up.
Cell Jr. solos Goku. Why do we keep glazing him? What does Hourglass Dog do in Enna? It makes 2 appearances. One time it is in a garden, and one time it is being sold. Just watch Enna. Then you can find out what Hourglass Dog does in Enna.
Which one's Sergios again?
Flying dragon that shoots scales at you.
Right. Okay.
It's hanging out with me. We're chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, it does materialize out of someone's vomit. I forgot about that. That is a major plot point.
What the fuck is this show?
It's not a show. It's a YouTube series. And it's a very short YouTube series. Like, it's only got four videos. I don't even know if I'd call them episodes.
How come sometimes your screen just turns yellow on this map? I don't understand what's going on there.
What do you mean? Oh, that's because you're in the loading zone.
Oh.
It's an indicator to be like, hey, you're about to go into another area. No! I am taking so much bleed damage.
I am getting fucked.
Crab, stay away from me. Stop it. The crab slowly approaches me as I'm bleeding out.
I hate those fucking crabs. I go out of my way to kill the ads, like, all the time. I cannot deal with that shit. Oh my god.
That is fair. I don't blame you.
You know, I'm starting to think that maybe my armor's not so good either.
Maybe it's time we do a little bit of farming for you.
Oh, but then I have to think about what I need.
We could pull it up on the calculator.
Right, that's a lot of thinking. I just need, like, I can't remember if I'm even using the HR Rathalos. I might be using regular Rathalos. Oh, fuck.
We could just make you high rank Rathalos stuff. It usually is about as good.
I think if I don't already have high rank Rathalos, that's what we should do.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that maybe I don't. Also, if Rathalos is still Monster of the Day, that would be cut.
That would be. Although it does change every day, so.
It changes twice a day.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Didn't know that.
It's like kind of a misnomer. I don't understand why.
Maybe it changes depending on like time zone according to like Japan or something like that. So
no,
it feels
I swear I read that it changes twice a day, and then my experience is also that it always changes like
whenever you need it to not.
Yeah. I could be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure it just changes twice a day.
You thought this was a great sword? Nope, long sword.
It does look kind of like a great sword.
It does. Dang it. There we go. Red sharpness. Or red charge, I guess. Red chargeness. Oh. Lane has a long history of grievances with crabs in video games. Is this true?
I do? Oh, no! The crabs! Wait, Babo, do you know about the crabs?
Wait, does this have something to do with Dwarf Fortress?
No! Okay. So, I was playing Breath of the Wild, and I love that game, but I don't think that the game has the best like encounter balance. And
sure.
There's a really good rebalance mod that I was absolutely loving. That changes how armor works. It changes how enemies scale. It changes how weapons work. It's really well done. It's like super good for a mod, especially the mods for that game. I don't know. I don't find a lot of them very impressive, especially the rebalances. But this one's super fucking good. But as I was playing through this mod, like something just seemed off to me. I'm someone who really enjoys like the gathering mechanics in those games, and I pay a lot of attention to like where all the critters are, and I'm always trying to get them, like just because I find them fun to get. I use a lot of like status foods because I just find it to be an enjoyable mechanic. And I started like in the back of my head, I started thinking like it's kind of odd some of the things that I'm seeing, and I started realizing that like there were like lizards in snowy places that didn't make a lot of sense. There were crabs appearing in fresh water that didn't make a lot of sense. And then I started realizing that there were crabs on top of the mountain. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so I look at the description for this mod, and in the like notes of all the things that it changes, it says something about the developers didn't do a good job of distributing where all the critters are, so I made sure to balance them better because the developers were too stupid and they put crabs in like places where crabs are supposed to be instead of putting them everywhere, including on mountaintops. and like I was just so fucking like this just ruined the entire game for me. Like I was in crisis because I had staked my entire like enjoyment of the game right on this rebalance. I was
Yeah.
loving. I was having a through. I was like, yes, this is this fresh game for me. I need. And it's like these crabs. I can't fucking take it. I I cannot deal with these crabs.
Every time I
Like,
see a crab on a mountaintop, I am like losing my mind.
because again, like the whole. I love the aspect of the game. Also, who just blew me up? Anyway, the
What?
and it damaged me. What even happened?
I don't know.
So the anyway, the aspect of the game again, I love gathering the critters. I love thinking about where they're gonna be. I love being like, oh, I'm gonna look under a rock for this rare kind of lizard. Like that's a significant part of the game for me.
Right.
And things had felt off about that part of the game, but I hadn't really thought about it consciously. And then it was confirmed for me. And like, it's kind of like when you notice there's a rock in your shoe, and there's been a rock in your shoe the whole time.
Right, but
you
now
just,
you
like,
can't walk normally because
exactly.
the
Now you're like,
knowledge.
oh god. And so I'm like literally thinking like, oh, I was having so much fun. But if I can't fix this, if I can't remove this aspect of the mod, I can never play this game again. Like, I'm so serious that those were the stakes for me. Like, I was just like, oh my god. So anyway, so I started going into the
Oh, tail cut, by the way.
oh, okay. I started going into the mods files and fucking around with the mods files. And so what I did was at first I tried editing parameters that were related to the critters, and
Mm-hmm.
I started learning how the modding software works in order to try to adjust what was changed. So I was like, okay, is it in the data for the critters? And it wasn't. And then I was like, oh, is it in the data for the maps? And it wasn't in there either. Um, and so I started like learning a lot of the basics of how these games are modded in order to enable me to like figure out how to reverse this change. But everything that I tried doing was a dead end. Everything that seemed like it would change the critters, like like locations or anything about how they work, just did not work. It just didn't work. Um, and so I like started just going through and deleting files from the mod. Just like the mod had like 10 folders, and I would
Right.
delete an entire folder, and then I'd play the mod. A bunch of features in the mod would be gone, and then I'd wander around this mountain and wait until I saw a crab. And like I deleted it, and then I like deleted another folder because I saw a crab, and I'm like, okay, I deleted again another entire tenth of the mod. I just straight up deleted the files for.
Right.
And then I wander on the mountain, and I'd be like, oh, I don't see any crabs. I think we're good. And then I'd turn the corner, and I'd see crabs on the mountainside. And I deleted another folder, and another folder, and another folder, and everything, like, until I had deleted every single piece of data for the mod, except for, like, the most basic files that say that this is a mod.
Right.
And everything was gone. Every single feature of the mod had disappeared. Except there were still crabs on the mountains. There were still fucking crabs.
That is insane.
And so I realized that, like, it literally, like, there's like 3 files that tell the mod, like are supposed to just be instructions to load the files. And somewhere in those fucking files, the crabs were there. And so at this point, I'm at my wit's end. I'm like, okay, I'm giving up. I'm like, probably not going to
Play
this
mod.
game anymore.
Yeah.
No, not this game anymore, because I wasn't going to play the game. I had already played through Breath of the Wild. I was only interested in playing with this mod because it was a good mod other than the fucking crabs.
Right.
So I, as a last ditch effort, I messaged the creator of the mod, and I'm like, hey, and I tried to be so nice. I'm like, oh, you know, I love this mod. It's my favorite mod, but I just don't love the item, you know, the critter rebalance changes. I prefer the way the game handles it. And the dude actually gets back to me, and he tells me how to fix it, because what he did was he fully hard-coded those fucking crabs into the game. There was no existing mod tool. He was an incredibly talented modder who created a proprietary set of like modifications to the like assembly code that changed the location of these fucking crabs.
Insane. He really wanted
Yeah.
those crabs to be on the mountainside.
I can't. The trouble that he went through to make such a bad change, and that this dude thinks that it was an oversight by the developers that the critters weren't equally distributed throughout the game. I just can't even understand. Like, I don't think this guy goes outside.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows that, like, animals live in different places, and that might be something that you want reflected in your open world game. I think if this dude ever were to go outside, he'd be like, real life is unbalanced because there aren't enough deer in the Sahara. Like, if the developers had done a better job with this, there would be an absolutely equal distribution of every kind of organism in every environment.
Also, Floof is going to post their urgent quest so we can all be HR.
Okay, I'll
7.
post it then.
Cool.
I dread to see what this guy would do with Minecraft. I don't even want to fucking know.
Jesus.
Can you imagine?
Also, yes, we do have a couple of Dwarf Fortress players in here. I think Ruby, Lane, and
Dwarf
Floof
Fortress.
play Dwarf Fortress. But yeah, that is hilarious. That is a great crab story.
Oh my god.
Insane.
I just can't even tell you, like, how emotional this was for me. Like, the fact that it's like, the fact that I love this game, but I know that I only want to play it with this mod, and I just, like, spent hours deleting aspects of the mod and, like, digging around in the code and figuring out all this stuff. And the only way I could test it was running around and hoping not to see crabs. And there were so many false alarms where I'm like, oh, finally, this is it. No more crabs. And then there were more fucking crabs. And I believe also, like, that I stayed up for, like, almost 2 entire days doing this. This was when I definitely lived with Joanna at this time. I think, no, it might have been when I was living, it might have been after she moved out. But,
Regardless. That is hilarious. No, I definitely have obsessed over projects to the point where it's like, yeah, I gotta get this done now or I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
Or if I stop now, I'm never gonna be able to pick this back up.
Yeah. I'm so upset that there's no fishing in the new school Zelda games. Like,
yeah, you kind of just jump in the water and grab stuff.
I'm gonna be honest. I know that I have a lot of criticisms of Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm like a professional Tears of the Kingdom hater. But actually, the real set me in my hating ways was the lack of fishing.
Honestly, yeah, I would have been way more down with the game if there was a fishing mechanic, like a well-integrated one.
Breath of the Wild, I was very disappointed by the lack of fishing, but it was the first game to ever be like that, and it's fair that there's some missing features. But at this point, I don't know. Oh, fuck, this is bad. Okay. Oh my god.
Just the realization that you were, like, being mounted.
Well, no. I was taking so much fucking damage. That's the most... my armor is not good enough for this monster.
Alright, we gotta get you better armor then.
Yeah, after this, I'm gonna queue up some Rathalos and make new shit.
Yeah, we'll dedicate the rest of the stream to getting you better armor.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, this is bad.
Alright, where are you going, Sir AGS? Oh, that way. Interesting.
Not bad.
Good choice. At least I can still bomb fishing, but still, yeah.
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 But it just, I love the gathering mechanics, and I love having like an excuse to engage. Because fishing is hard to do as like the focus of the game, and it's wonderful when it feeds into a game's other systems. Because then you can, even if the benefit for doing it is like really marginal, it just, I don't know. It's like nice to have this activity where you can be like, oh, I just did a bunch of other shit. I did a bunch of fighting, and now I need more shit, and I'm gonna fish for it.
What would have been great is that if like so obviously fish are like really really powerful if you cook with them properly because they can give you some of the best buffs in the game.
Yeah.
But like also it'd be really cool if like you could just fish up pots and get like random materials that were in pots or something
You
like
love
that.
Minecraft fishing.
I love Minecraft fishing. Terraria fishing is actually where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Getting crates and such. Oh my god. Every time I fished up a sky crate, I was like, this is the best.
Yeah, it's good.
Biome-based crates. But still, it would have been cool if, like, you know, you fish something up and it's like a pot, and inside the pot there's like a 50 rupee or like, you know, a sapphire or something along those lines, you know?
Can you imagine if Monster Hunter had good fishing?
Oh my god, I pray that
'Cause-
Wilds has good fishing. It's literally called Wilds.
Because all of the I'm sorry, but okay, I've only played this game, right? But I feel like all of the gathering in Monster Hunter is total shit, and it's such a missed opportunity. It's not fun.
No, I agree.
It's not fun, and it could be fun. Like,
Here's the thing, is that they're probably gonna, like, the thing that people are doing right now with Monster Hunter is rather than adding in more, like, mechanics that play into, like, you know, fishing and gathering, instead they're kind of shortcutting it and making it easier, so that way you, like, don't have to spend, you know, 20 seconds at a node trying to collect X number of things. Instead, you just tap once near the node and you get, like, all the things that you would have gotten from it.
I feel like that's still a lost opportunity, though.
I
because,
agree.
Like, I get it. Maybe it adds more to the game to have it, and at least they're streamlining it. But I think it would be good if basically if the approach they had was, let's figure out what's actually fun, and sure, make it so you need to do it less. Make it so people, like, if you are going to force people to do it, don't force them to do it that much. But, like, Breath of the Wild, the fishing is disappointing. Swimming for fish, pond fishing, I don't like it. If they had fishing, it would fix it. But, like, gathering the bugs is fun. I love creeping around a tree, not spooking the bug, and then grabbing it off the tree. I love looking for it while I do other stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's dynamic. It's not just like, oh, here's some chore I have to do. It's, like, actually an interesting mechanic. And I think that basically they should remove everything that isn't interesting and dynamic. And even gathering plants in Breath of the Wild, I mean, you pick them up so fast, and there's usually a bunch right next to each other. So you get that little dingle, 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 dingle jackpot.
Yeah, it feels
you're,
good.
You're like, hell yeah, it feels great, and that's so important. And if you're gonna have, like, non-combat mechanics in a game where people are excited about the combat, then, like, you need to make them feel good, or what are you doing?
Yeah. No, that's fair. What game has the best fishing? I think mechanically, Stardew Valley is like the most fun minigame in terms of fishing. But in terms of most rewarding fishing, it's definitely Terraria.
I feel like no game has it all, but Minecraft and Terraria have really good fishing integrated into the game's other systems, and they're both pretty fun. And Stardew Valley has by far the most fun fishing, but it's not that well integrated into the game's other systems.
I agree.
I would like it more if it didn't, like, if you didn't just do it for money. I think that in general, Stardew Valley has a problem of being too, like,
money-centric.
You sell everything, and the community center is really annoying, instead of, like, oh, I actually want and find a variety of things rewarding. Like, Monster Hunter's good at that. Monster Hunter doesn't have fun gathering, but almost everything you get has some kind of interesting use that you're excited to try out, you know? And, like, you tend to accumulate stuff that you're like, oh yeah, I can make use of that.
Yep, that is very true.
It could be better, but it's, I don't know. And, like, Breath of the Wild is perfect for that. The combat isn't even that good, but the gathering systems are primo.
Yeah.
Right, where the fuck did this guy go?
I believe he went north.
Okay. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just reading what chat was saying. They were saying Sega Bass Fishing, best Sonic, or best fishing mechanics, and then it's like, nah, Sonic Adventure Big the Cat campaign. Same thing, though.
Is it good? I've always wanted to play that one, actually.
What, the Sega Bass
Big the Cat.
Fishing, or the Big the
No,
Cat?
Sega Bass Fishing fucking rules. I know that's a good game.
I have no clue, actually. I've never played the Big the Cat stuff. I know it's memed upon as being, like, terrible and finicky. But maybe, like, I blame Game Grumps because of that. Because Aaron Hansen had a bad time with it. And it's really funny to watch him have a bad time with it.
Yeah. I love the Bass Pro Fishing games. I mean, they're a little weird, but they have damn good fishing mechanics, and they better. It's like
That's the
I
only
would
thing you do in them, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no dedicated fishing games, really. Like, there's horror fishing games, but it's not really about the fishing, it's about the horror, you know?
Yeah,
And I wish there was like Bass Pro Fishing but fantasy.
that'd be cool.
The hard part is that fishing usually works better as a complement to other systems. It's kind of like that side character that really shouldn't get their own TV show.
Ah, you know, when you say that, I immediately think of like Sheen from Jimmy Neutron.
Oh god. I've never seen this show. Is it bad?
Jimmy Neutron or the Sheen spinoff?
Sheen. The Sheen spinoff.
Oh yeah, the Sheen spinoff is miserable. I mean, you literally took the worst character in the show, or one of like the most, like, he's funny because he's so rarely used, you know?
Yeah.
And then made a whole TV show with him being the center point.
I think Jimmy Neutron actually has really good writing. Like, it's funny and it's clever and stuff, but it's at its worst when the show is trying to lean into that contrast of, like, Jimmy's really smart and all of his friends are stupid. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
it's I don't know.
If anything,
it feels a bit odd.
the funniest episodes are when the other characters are the main focus and they are saying things that are actually, like, really smart and insightful.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of the cast is kind of like annoying and, like, I don't know, like Carl's pretty interesting and funny, but both Sheen and Carl would be better characters if they weren't stupid. And I feel like, what's her name? Is it Cindy, the blonde girl?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Cindy is like one of the best characters because she's a foil to Jimmy Neutron.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that other characters in the show, like, could actually serve as foils more consistently without it feeling like kind of like a gimmick.
Yeah. You know, okay, so here's what I like. Somebody was, like, talking about how they would fix the Scooby-Doo characters.
Yeah.
And it's a great hour-long video if you've got an hour to kill and, you know, watch somebody talk about how Fred could be the best character in Scooby-Doo, but I digress. But there is an archetype in there that, like, would have worked really well in Jimmy Neutron that they described, which is, like, the character who is not, like, intelligent smart or street smart, but rather, like, the weird niche smart. Like, you know...
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you know, I like it when Shaggy decides to, like, suddenly be really good at throwing his voice and knows everything about, like, pop media and, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, no, I know how to juggle. I went to juggling camp for 3 months. And then, like, proceeds to show you all these cool little things that Shaggy can do. But, like, you know, like, Jimmy is not an athletic kid. They could have absolutely had someone athletic who, like, really understood the human body in some sort of way that, like, Jimmy just, like, you know, where's the one character that's really good at bowling? You know, that's always an archetype where the smart guy is like, oh, I know exactly how bowling works, and then literally can't bowl anything.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand physics for, you know, of a bowling ball on a bowling alley or whatever.
And I feel like shows just tend to be better when the cast is well-rounded like that, too.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yes, treasure. All right, are we fighting Rathalos?
We sure are.
Hell yeah. This means I get to have fun.
How so?
It means I get to go for, like, play the game a little bit silly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, knocking monsters out of the air is, like, one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, Floof said that they're going to add fishing to their game. I'm so excited.
I heard someone say bowling and I immediately thought of Yakuza Kiwami. Speaking of a game, okay, so that particular franchise, I barely know it, but I do know this, which is, like, that game is just kind of a mesh of, like, mobsters, like Japanese Yakuza doing whatever the fuck they want, which also boils down to them doing literally anything. Like, it's like, yeah, you want to box, you want to play DDR, you want to go bowling, you want to, like, sing karaoke. Like, that's just how that game is designed, is it's like, let's make a intricate story where, like, basically Yakuza guys just do whatever the fuck they want. And it's all, like,
awesome.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of mini games integrated into one game. It's like GTA, but Japanese. Kinda, except, like, less guns and shooting and, like, you know, cars and I would
Wait, I
say
need to play this game. I think I would like
I
this.
think you would. I think it'd be like but it's like GTA except like with the larger color palette.
Yeah.
You know, a
I
metaphorical
actually
color palette.
I actually really like GTA, but I wish that it was less influential. By that I mean every game kind of is a little too GTA, and I wish open world games were more unique in which things they have mechanics for.
Yeah, I
Like
hated that part in Breath of the Wild where I kicked somebody off their wagon and then proceeded to start driving said wagon through like.
that hap
No,
Wait, what?
no, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
But no, I do agree.
Like I feel like everyone just keeps making like GTA, but it's and yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna dive me. That's fine.
God damn it!
There you go. See, that's what I thought he was gonna do to me. I was all prepared for that, and then he shot a fireball at me from, you know.
I forgot he does that. I thought that was just Rathian that does that.
No, it's only Rathalos actually.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Rathian does not do that. Rathian does like somersaults in the air.
Wait, but it's like it's got the poison tail.
Yeah. Well,
You just it spins around it instead of doing a stab, it does a whole flip.
yeah. Rather than like grabbing onto you with its talons, it like yeah. So right here, when it's flying up in the air like that, it means it's gonna dive someone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, did it do the tail strike? I thought it did the tail strike.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Unless we're mixing up things.
I thought he hit. I might have just been wrong about what move Rathalos used because I thought it used the tail strike that Rathian also has.
No, I don't believe it does.
Okay.
I mean, it spins in circles, but
yeah,
it doesn't spin in. It doesn't spin along the Z axis or whatever, or the Y axis.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's what I thought it did, but I must have just not been looking at the screen.
No, you're just mixing them up.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, fair. It's two dragons with a color swap palette, like, essentially.
Oh, God. That was the worst time to accidentally use Wyvern Fire. God damn it. Oh.
I'll mash. That's okay.
Wait, hold on. I have a Dung Bomb.
Don't worry about it. I'm almost off. Ah.
Well. I really shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
It's alright. It just means that we might have to chase it somewhere.
Yeah.
That was the reason why I didn't use one, is because I didn't want to bother chasing it to get down into other rooms. And I could just take the damage.
I was picturing you dying as quickly as I was dying the last time I got pinned. I was still a little traumatized from that.
I figured. Comes the dive.
So, I don't understand how multiple Hunter Arts meters actually work. So, if 2 of your meters are full, does that make the 3rd one charge faster?
No.
So
it's all based off of damage.
They're all separate from each other?
Yeah, and they are all separate. Each meter has
no benefit to holding one at full. You basically just...
Pretty much,
I mean,
yeah.
Besides
oh
saving
my God,
it for
I had the wrong special.
What I mean is, I can't say, oh, I'm not going to use this so that I get my other one faster. You can't say that?
No, I would not do that.
But it doesn't work?
No, it doesn't. Okay. It's all based on, like whatever kind of damage you're doing in the moment.
Yeah, and
it doesn't, like...
3 meters simultaneously?
No, yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, if you have an opportunity to pop all 3 and it's going to be good in that moment, then it's probably worth doing.
I wanted to get my Dragon Breath as soon as possible because I used the shittiest Wyvern Fire ever. But that turns out it will not be of any benefit.
No. The story is amazing in Yakuza 0.
I hear so much about that game.
I do too. Jesus. Adept style doing me dirty.
And
The house always wins when it comes to Mahjong. There we go. Yeah. My grandfather used to play Mahjong, I think.
a lot more. I've seen a lot of people getting into it actually.
I can't tell if he actually played for money or if it was with people. Or if it was just like a computer, like a Windows something.
Yeah.
Pro Mahjong tip, quit.
It's like bridge, isn't it?
It's something like that. Bridge or like a type of poker, or like I think it is closest to bridge. Or like gin.
Oh
I
yeah.
hear a lot of people compare it to gin, but I also hear people compare gin and bridge, so it's like
I think they're all somewhat similar, although wouldn't be surprised if Mahjong is more different than either of those two. Wow, I'm just getting hit by both of y'all so much.
sorry. I was standing in a weird spot and playing longsword.
Oh, I really thought you had a great sword.
No.
Even though I already had this moment.
You and like the entirety of chat. No, it's just a cheese sword. But it is most certainly a longsword. Woo! Okay. Just barely mashed fast enough. What's wrong with Mahjong? I mean, there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. It's just gambling.
It's gambling? I thought it was like bridge.
Yeah, but you play for money.
But it's like a game of skill.
Yeah, to an extent. Like in the same way that poker's a game of skill.
I think it's more of a game of skill than poker.
Probably.
I think it's much. I mean, not that poker is a game of skill in the long run, but I think that Mahjong is a game of skill, like very much in the short run.
It's not a matching game? No, that's the Windows like version of it that you're thinking of. It's actually a very different game.
What's that honking noise? Why does it make a honking noise?
Hmm?
Like, what is that? You gotta make a tier list of which monsters look the most sad when their tails cut off. I feel like Rathalos is pretty up there. Both Rathalos and Rathian.
No, they both are. Astralos is just pissed off.
Some of them you like don't even know they're missing a tail.
I bet Glavenus is pretty sad.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But like that's his entire.
If I didn't know it was supposed to have a tail, though, I wouldn't really notice it was missing.
That's true. That you know, you kind of like cut off a shard of it. It's not like the whole thing gets lopped off like a lizard.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, fuck! There's that fucking. This one has a stupid. What's it called? The Gendrome.
Yeah, Gendrome. You got it.
I mean, it's probably fine, but. Oh god.
Oh, I didn't have any charge.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! 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 Fuck!
Oh,
Fuck! Fuck!
that's a
fuck,
dead
fuck,
lane.
Fuck! 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 No! 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 It's not! No! It's not! I'm alive! Get fucked! You didn't believe in me. What?
Nothing.
That's why I always carry dung bombs.
Fair.
Plus, there's another reason I always carry dung bombs, which is this guy. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, I wish I did that with the red sword, but okay.
God damn it.
Oh my god, I was about to attack Raytheon and instead got jumped by Gendrome. You motherfucker.
I stink bombed that guy, and he's still left after. the
Oh, where did it go?
Rathalos.
It might have gone to that other area. I don't think it's up here. I wasn't paying too much attention.
I couldn't tell. I think it might be. It might. It's in
Or,
zone. Yeah, zone
yeah,
2.
I figured. I'll go through zone 5 and then like 4 and then end up in 2 again. That'll be fine. Mahjong stakes go high and deep, just like if you ever play bridge with old white ladies.
Yeah. My old roommate was a Frenchman, and he played bridge.
Yeah. We play euchre up here.
Mm.
Great game.
I will say, I just don't care for gam. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't care for gambling.
Yeah, same. I don't play euchre for money. But most people, like, if you play euchre for money, it's like you go to a tournament kind of situation. And
I wish, because I like poker as a game, but it just kind of doesn't, like, if you don't play for money, it, like, doesn't really make sense. And it's kind of disappointing.
You gotta play for something. Like, play for candy.
Yeah, you have to play for something. But even candy, I mean, maybe I just don't want candy that bad.
I mean, sure. But, like, if everyone else wants candy that bad, then you can play like you want candy that bad just for the sake of playing, you know?
It's, like, weird because it's a skill. It's like a game that's...
Okay, now it's going to that weird area. Optimal game, strip poker. Yeah,
What about
yeah.
strip Scrabble? That's my innovation.
I recall strip Scrabble. I talk about it quite often.
It's actually, so it's not what you think. It's not what you think. So the important thing, because like what makes a good strip game is you need to have a sense of like stakes. It has to be something kind of like gradual, right?
Right.
And you want to have kind of like these big moments, right? And so the way that the strip Scrabble works is you don't strip over the normal course of playing the game. You strip when your words are challenged. So if you like play a word and then someone challenges whether that's a real word or not, then you strip if it was a fake word, but they strip if they called it out wrongly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it like introduces an element where like playing fake words becomes more of a part of the game, which I think is really interesting. And then additionally, it introduces this element of risk where it's like, oh, I think that word's fake, but I don't want to risk it. And then it's down to like the entire table to determine who's willing to take that risk and who's not.
Right, right. No, I get it. The tricky part is getting people who also get it, you know? Because I feel like I heard a story of once upon a time you playing strip Scrabble and you were the only one in your underwear by the end. But that's because nobody refused to play fake words.
Wait, no, that didn't happen.
Okay, maybe not.
That's been embellished. That's been embellished. Many people got naked during that game.
Okay. But anyway. Yeah, that's definitely an embellished story, I guess.
It did turn into an interesting situation with specifically the playing fake words towards the end of the game, though.
That's true, I guess, because by the time you end up towards the end of the game, you have less and less good, like, tiles to use in order to... So, like... Or, like, the board becomes more crowded to the point where it becomes far more difficult to play words.
Yeah.
So, the risk and reward go up.
Yeah.
If you're able to create words that might be fake and or real, or vice versa.
Yeah, and there's kind of like a desperation element to it as well, where it's like, yeah.
Yeah, no, Scrabble works well. Again, it's getting people who are actually interested in trying to play it like that.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. I can't really imagine a crowd where I would really want to play a strip game around.
Yeah.
But I'm more in it for, like, the love of the game. It's like, for me, it's really about game design, not about nudity.
I hear that. It's just like the people who watch High School DxD for the plot instead of I'm kidding. That's a joke. That is a joke.
What the fuck is High School DxD?
It's soft porn in an anime. It's a soft porn anime that's just like not very good.
I see.
Yeah. But everyone watched it in middle school or high school or whatever, and they were like, yeah, I watch it for the plot. And it's like, yeah, just like how, my grandfather read Playboy for the articles.
Playboy actually had really good articles.
I know it did.
No. It was like really interesting because it was like there was a lot of kind of like counterculture stuff. There were like fucking like I think some really interesting like philosophers and stuff have gotten published in there. I think that basically it was kind of like because it had a different source of funding, it's sort of like almost like independent journalism now, but it's like they could actually publish shit because it was getting published by like it was getting funded by the fact that it's Playboy magazine.
Yeah. No, my mom actually.
Like,
sorry, go ahead.
You were saying?
Oh, I said my mom has a really funny story about how when she was in college, one of her professors was like photocopying an article, and my mom's like, "Oh man, I've seen that article. It's really, really good." And he's like, "Yeah, no, I mean, it's totally." And then it dawned on him that he was scanning a Playboy and trying to get the article for like a class or something like that. But but like they had this weird moment where they kind of looked at each other, and it's like my mom now, like it's like, "Oh, I know you read Playboys," and he's like, "Yep, I read Playboys."
I have read articles before that were originally published in Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
I have absolutely encountered some of that stuff.
Yeah, no. And again, he was using it for a college class. Like, it was something that was actually, like, well written, well thought out, like, very, very, like, it was good. But still, it didn't change the fact that it was, there was that awkward interaction. But yeah, no, anyway. Also,
how many of these Rathlos do you think we need to grind, by the way?
I don't know. You should just start making the armor pieces and start with the head.
Yeah,
and
I
see
figured
what
two will be my starting point.
Yeah.
Since there's no way one's enough.
I can also, like, we can swap over to, I can start running some higher ranked gear if we want to, like, actually kind of go through this quickly.
Oh, yeah, that might be, yeah, how about, I'll see what I can make after 2 kills, and then after that we can just fucking gank it.
Cool. High School DxD. Okay, so here's High School DxD in a nutshell. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it. It's a show about a guy, and I watched it. I don't have any shame about it. I watched the whole thing. It was.
You sound like you might have a little bit of shame.
I have a little bit of shame, but I mean, I have this. It's the same sort of shame that goes into the fact that I've watched as much anime as I have. You know.
Okay.
But like, yeah, so like, here's the deal with it, is basically it's like some guy who ends up like meeting this girl obviously it takes place in high school, and the whole thing is like he has to save the world from the oncoming demons, and he gets like this hand of power that like is the thing that like allows him to fight off demons or whatever, right? But the only way he can power up the hand is by kissing sexy girls. And so like he ends up like meeting like 5 or 6 sexy girls and ends up kissing all of them, but really he loves the one. And I think that's generally the plot, if I remember.
Huh. Yeah, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's not great.
I feel like that's
and there was like 3 anime that came out during that time that was basically the exact same thing.
I don't think of that as even just a plot. Like, that is very much a kink. Like, the idea that there's like a scenario that mandates that you have some kind of like physical or sexual contact with people is like specifically a kink that I've definitely seen expressed in different ways. Like, and since it's not my thing, it's like kind of interesting to see just like, because I guess people like that contrivance. I don't know.
It seems that way. At least I believe that's what I remember of it. It's been like literally over like 10 years. So.
Yeah.
And I literally have zero interest in going back and rewatching it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it was, in fact, a terrible show. Although it was hilarious. I think they had like a they tried to restart it or something pretty recently. So that was kind of funny to hear about. Oh, jeez, I saw that. It's knocked
Bad.
over. You got some time to heal.
Bad. I don't even have. I just forgot to eat. So.
Ah, that explains why so much of your health bar disappeared.
Yeah. Oh, does it just show it by proportion?
Yeah, so up top, you know, it gives you like the full bar, but like
Right.
on the screen, it shows me that you have a full health right now, even if
Right.
full health is only like.
I just had a max potion, so now I finally have full.
Okay,
That's
but
interesting.
still,
Yeah.
it goes as I was describing.
Yeah, I see.
Kind of just gives me a percentage of how much health you have
Yeah.
left. But yeah, no. I'm very content with the amount of anime I watch these days. Which is to
how
say,
much?
like, only like 1 or 2 shows that are like, only 1 or 2 shows maybe a year, and they have to
Have
be
you
pretty
seen
good.
Dungeon Meshi?
I have.
I read the manga. I haven't seen the whole show. I love that one so much, though.
The show is really good as well.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
You made it out alive. Yeah, I'll pop a life powder.
Oh, thank you.
Damn. The One Piece is real. That's true. I do pick up One Piece about once every 6 months and get back up to date.
You know what I find really annoying is that the Gendrome and the Genprey are like exactly the same size.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like,
hard to tell the difference even.
Every time I see like a Gendrome, I'm like, no, that's definitely just a Genprey.
And then it jumps you, knocks you all over the place, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. And you also kind of, because it's not like a monster you fight very much, so you kind of like forget what its animations look like, so you're still not really sure, even when it's like.
Damn. The fuck is Dungeon Meshi? It's it goes by an English name. It's like how to cook food in a dungeon or something like that.
It's
It was a
I think
Netflix
I
show.
think it's called
and-
Delicious in.
Oh yeah,
Dungeon.
Delicious in a Dungeon. That's it.
But the people who read the manga call it Dungeon Meshi because that's
What it's
what
called.
we knew it as for a long time. Yeah, and also it's got a really stupid name. They wanted it to sound like Dungeons and Dragons, I think.
Interesting.
That has to be it, because it's like literally the worst name for any anime ever.
It really is.
It's really bad. I mean, at least like a lot of bad anime names are memey, but this one has basically no redeeming qualities.
Another phantom hit.
And it is kind of interesting how basically like it seems like about 80% of human beings like are into Dungeons and Dragons now.
Yeah, I would
Which
say so.
makes it all the more important for me to carry the torch as a Dungeons and Dragons certified hater.
I think Dungeons and Dragons is an acceptable way of getting into tabletops. I just don't think it really takes a good DM though to make the system work well.
That's
Which is
what
to
it's
say that
called-
the game itself
That's what
is
it's
bad.
called when a game is bad.
I'm aware. But I do like, I don't know, it doesn't feel very, like, the thing is, though, is, like, it doesn't feel so limited that you can't not make it work, you know?
Well, the problem isn't the limitations. The problem is that the way the game is designed causes a bunch of, like, really horrible, not fun things to happen that people think are just an inherent part of tabletop gaming.
I see.
And so everyone who's never played another game is like, oh, this is just what it's like. And then once you've realized that it doesn't have to be like this, then you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I've been putting up with this shit.
Fair, fair. People love D&D now because of Baldur's Gate. That is true. I did have a very long and extensive conversation with a coworker about Baldur's Gate with nothing but my D&D knowledge.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is like those D&D podcasts are cool, but those are like people who are professionally writing and performing something.
True.
Even if there are elements of actual play, like they're heavily scripted, and the reason that like I don't know, like
I don't know if I call them heavily scripted, but like it is people who are very like clearly improvers.
well, okay, it's when it's improvers though, there's still like this element of the dynamic where it's like they're professionals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're literally doing it for a job. It's so different. Like, and I think that really changes the relationship that people have with it. Like, I don't even know. Do these people like how much fun are they having? I'm not saying you can't enjoy your job, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a weird dynamic for sure. And people have this expectation that their own D&D campaigns are going to be this kind of like the same experience as these kind of like high production, high budget actual play podcasts, and that
Tail here, by
requires
the
so
way.
much work that like it tends to be, if you want to have an experience like that, you should probably hire a professional dungeon master. It's basically like sex work. Like it really is.
Insane.
And I know people that do this. I've met people that are professional dungeon masters, and they've all said, yeah, it's basically like sex work, which is same thing with sex work. Like, if you want to have your like magical dream threesome, don't bother someone on Tinder about that. Go hire somebody for real. Like, your fantasy, it's not any real living person's job to fulfill your fantasy for free, whether it's Dungeons and Dragons or fucking. Pay somebody. Somebody's getting paid for those podcasts.
That's true. Or get good at it yourself.
Yeah, but I would argue that good, sustainable Dungeons and Dragons play as like part of your whole life tends to not really be the same. Like, a different play style is better because it kind of takes the pressure off. Like, there are certain kinds of like high production value moments that happen in these kinds of like games that like I don't know are just a huge headache if you're the game master, is what I will say.
Yeah.
There's those people, there's so much resting on them to deliver a certain kind of experience, and if you have that same expectation from someone who's also like buying you pizza and doing so much work for you, then
right. No, I get that. All right, well, I'll run something other than longsword for just a sec. We're going to see if Lane can upgrade stuff, and then we can fix that. But yeah.
Oh no, I've been hitting flute. Wait, flute.
So you're doing the up-angled blast, right?
I thought that was helping. Why isn't the up-angled blast good?
Yeah, if people are playing on the ground, but Floof is jumping in the air. Because Insect Glaive.
I'm
And
so
also,
sorry.
I'm also knocking them out of the air, because I'm also doing things that are good for, like, people on the ground when Floof is up in the air.
I'm going to be honest, my thought process was 100%. Oh, as long as I fire my shots upward, there will be no problem in any situation. That was very much what I was thinking.
Yep.
Whoops. Okay, I will think about that now.
Again, it's all situational. There's a reason why people like dislike the like a Gunlance player, and like part of that reason is just because there's a you wouldn't know this unless you're playing with the Gunlance, you know?
Yeah.
Or like playing against a Gunlance, and like you're put into these unique situations. As for the person who's in said unique situation, that's the only situation that they live in.
Well, and I can imagine too, like how frustrating that is when you're playing with randos.
Yeah. No, exactly. It's like running sleep. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, I want to go for sleep bombing, but like also it takes 3 other people in the room to understand what sleep bombing is, and also this and then also this, and then it's like, you know,
Yeah.
I guess it's just like, you know, at a certain point it's like, well, Gunlance, I'm gonna get hit by it. But it's easy to target one person rather than to blame 3 people in a room for not understanding what sleep bombing is, when you can just hit the one person. It's like, stop playing Gunlance.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the constructive feedback. I am listening and learning.
No, I know.
Where the
None of
no,
us.
no.
I am not like. Yeah, no. I'm literally playing longsword and smacking like floof out of the air. I have no excuse.
Okay, I definitely need some kind of more shit from my
All right, we'll knock it out.
Okay,
I'm equipping something powerful.
you're getting your carry shit.
More like fun stuff that's just gonna do real damage for a while.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I've been forced to play Charge Blade, which is still good, but like, my Charge Blade set is actually quite strong. Rathalos is weak to lightning, right? Or is it ice? Or is it both?
Is it?
I think it's.
Wait, hold on. Let me check.
Yeah.
Because if it is, I have a good gun lance for it.
I think it's both, but like, I think it's primarily ice.
It is weak to. Hold on. It's weak to lightning and dragon.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll run lightning then.
Could I run my thunder lance even though it's 1 less sharpness tier?
I would say no, because
No. Okay.
the benefit of the raw, like, I'm assuming that you're doing more raw damage with your current gun lance, right?
Only a little bit, but then again, there's the sharpness as well, so probably a lot more.
I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. And, I mean, you know, we're going to be running full damage. I'm going to be running full damage anyway.
Oh, yeah, so it's just going to get fucked.
That's the hope, at least. I'll eat for attack, too, and really, maybe booster, if I've got access to booster. I don't have access to booster. Booster's really good. I should eat something that gives me booster.
What's booster?
Temporarily increases attack and defense at the start of a quest, but it is like a significant boost. So, like, yeah, it might only last for like a minute and a half. I didn't get it. That's okay. It's just it's usually what people will run if they're like trying to go for speed runs, because it's like yeah, it's just a significant enough thing that it's worth going for.
Right.
Which actually, I thought about it. I think I tossed out like 99, like maybe somewhere close to somewhere close to 200 vouchers the other day, and I'm like, I just made some speedrunner cry. Because they use vouchers all the time to guarantee abilities.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So me tossing them out is just like, well, okay. But I also have zero interest in speedrunning this game. Like, maybe soloing certain fights just for, like, the challenge aspect, but even then, it's like, this is a social game for me, not a single-player whatever game.
I really enjoy that aspect, actually. I go hard in solo.
I mean, I like the fact that there is solo. In fact, when Wilds comes out, the first thing I'm going to do is try and play the game solo as much as possible.
Right.
For the time being. Until, like, I'm going to complete the entire village storyline, and then I'll probably, like, open it up to online stuff.
Yeah.
And ask people not to, like, you know.
Not to what?
Like, basically carry me all the way up to, like, that big stuff.
Right. Is this going to be... Is the new game going to be crossplay?
You know, that's a good question. It should be. It's not going to be...
Everything is these days.
Yeah, it should be. But it's going to be on, like, PlayStation and...
Oh, you think it's not going to be on PC?
Oh, no, it will be on PC.
Okay.
PC, PlayStation, and Xbox is my guess. Ah, I mistimed my shield.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you got poisoned.
It's the ass thing. I couldn't tell from the appearance of Rathalos' inner thigh what attack it was doing.
Valid.
God damn it. I forgot to eat again. Dang it.
Did
Wait,
you,
no, I
or
did.
did you cart and then lose your food effect?
I I can't figure out why I died so fast. Maybe I didn't eat for health. I think that might be what happened.
Yeah, if you don't eat for defense. Also, you
Well,
got, like, kind of comboed there.
yeah, I was
Like,
just.
you
I don't
definitely
really
got hit
remember
by the combo where it's, like, stun while poisoned into, like, another attack. Like, yeah.
Yeah. My health bar was also just not. I just didn't eat for any health at all. So
Yeah, you got TOD'd.
what's that?
It's like, what is it? Isn't that like the, like, when people are like, touch of death?
Oh, touch of death.
There
yeah.
we go. I was like, it definitely stands for something, and I understand what it means in regards to, like, fighting game aspects, but I don't know if I fully understand the acronym. Yeah, I had to question a lot suddenly.
I've never heard someone say it out loud. I don't know.
That's true. I think most people do just say touch of death because it's the same number of, it's the same amount of
Yeah,
syllables.
It's one of those that why would you ever say it out loud?
Whew. Nice tail cut.
Dang. All right. Oh shit!
Nah, it's all right.
How did that happen? I did not mean to do that.
It
and
happens.
there's some. No, but there's some combo in Striker that I'm doing accidentally. Like.
Oh,
I don't
like
know
that
what
feeds you into Wyvern Blast?
Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, and then pressing X plus A or something like. Something I'm doing is inadvertently doing that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because normally you have to press all 3 buttons, and I'm definitely not doing that.
Yeah, it could be some shortcut thing that's happening.
Yeah, I think it's the Striker thing.
Solid.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome to real damage.
Yeah. I think I'm going to need at least 2 of these. No
Okay.
question.
I've got enough time for one more, probably.
Okay.
But hopefully we get all the good drops that we need for you.
Even if you don't, I could get it on my own.
Yeah. There's the tail cut as well. Don't forget that. It's in this room somewhere. Over by the door, I think. Yeah, right here. I'm taking my small carves too, because like there was actually when I was working on that armor set, there was a few small monsters that I was just like missing parts of. I was like, man, this
Yeah.
sucks. Like, I'm out
It
here
really
trying to
sucks
like
to
fight
lose
small
that.
crabs to get tiny hermitor shells, and I'm like, I really don't want to have to keep doing this.
I remember I was making some stupid set. I think it was for my, it was to complete the armor skills on my Chef Charge Blade set. And I had to kill those, what's it called? The, like, Brontosaurus guys, and I had no fucking clue what they were called, and I was like, what even is that?
Right.
And I like, was trying to look up quests that had that monster, and then I was running all over the place looking for them, and I didn't realize that it was just, like, those herbivore guys.
Yep. I always have to check the hunter notes for it. Like, if there's a new monster that I'm like... Because, like, I actually didn't even have the armor... Like, so I made a new meme set, hence the sub goal. But, like, I don't know if chat knows this. And so... And maybe the sub goal will one day become an actual reward, but it just depends on how good the set actually is and if it's worth running.
Yeah.
But the thing that I was going to say is, like, there was a piece of armor that I actually didn't even have unlocked because I never carved this particular piece off a monster.
Right.
And so, like, I was like, I literally cannot find this armor piece. I swear it doesn't exist. I think maybe
That's
I'm
so
reading this
funny.
from, like, the Japanese version of the website, and so it's giving me, like, the Japanese name for it, and I can't find the English name, and I was freaking out for a couple of days.
That's really funny. I've had that happen before too.
Yeah.
And it's
And then it was just like, yeah,
menu-
you haven't carved the monster. You got to carve it at least once if you want to use its armor set. And I'm like, oh.
menuing for the armor is also just the fucking worst.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there
It's
needs
so
to be a
bad.
search.
It's so bad.
One day we'll have Monster Hunter with a search function, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it really would take a search function. I don't think there's any other way to do it besides just.
The new games have it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do think that, like, honestly, I don't think there would be any satisfying way to do this because it would be sad not to have armor for every monster. But I kind of almost think that if the game had focused on having only good armor and then everything was like mixed instead of being like for a specific monster, I feel like that. I don't know. That would suck because it would take away like an iconic part of the game. But also, there's so many forgettable sets, and it's so annoying scrolling past them all. I don't know. I'm of two minds about this.
I think like the big thing is like some armor is really good for certain spots in the game, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna use like certain high rank armor, even like some G rank armor, because like even though it's good when I unlock it, because of where I'm positioned in the game, there's gonna always be something better. And you also like want like the stronger monsters to have good armor sets because you want people to fight them more, you know?
Yeah.
But also, I don't know, it's a weird balance. I do wish like maybe like the weaker stuff was almost a little bit more gimmicky to an extent. I don't know, maybe that's one way to make it work.
Yeah, that I think here's my take is kind of like they have to make too many armor sets. There's gonna be some stinkers because they make an armor set for every fucking monster.
Yeah.
And so they don't like sure, they could just take the time to make them all good, but realistically, they don't really have the resources to do that.
Now, I will say that new gen has changed the way that they do this.
Yeah, how's it different?
So, like, when we talk about good armor sets, right, we're talking about skills because that's really all that matters. Nobody cares about how much defense points you got. In the new games, you can actually, like, rather than having to make it equal up to 10, it just gives you those skills. Like, each individual piece of armor will give you X number of points into a skill, but if you have any points on that skill, it activates it to some extent. Yeah. And so in, like, the new games, like, and I don't see them changing that. They've kept it that way for 2 generations.
I'm sure it was just development limitations.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say.
You think they might have wanted it to work this stupid fucking way?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But, like, because, like, they wanted people to have to, like, think about it and not just, like, you know, click on things. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you, but
I know. It's clearly a remnant of early video game design. That's what I'll say about it.
Yeah.
But like
anything where a player, like a lot of players, will be confused and accidentally creating useless armor sets just sucks. That is, to me, an unacceptable downside. I mean, I think most people would probably more or less agree. Like, it's just not worth it.
No, and I agree. But like, you know, at the end of the day, right, is like they did fix it to an extent, to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
Floof did the thing.
What's the thing?
They could have finished mounting the monster during that scream, and then we would have sat there in stun while the monster toppled over to the ground for like 4 seconds. But instead they waited for us to get out of stun, so that way we could do full combos. Which is awesome, because I'm playing heavy bowgun, and having as much time as I can to do what I'm doing is great. Because setup... Oh my god, I couldn't dodge in time. This thing takes time to set up, unfortunately. And I'm not getting that time because I am doing the most damage.
Yeah. And this is not the best room.
No. There we go. Okay, we're good. Thank you, Valor Heavy Bowgun.
Oh yeah.
Actual MVP. Indeed. I've talked about, like, as someone who, like, runs a lot of aerial stuff, I've talked about optimizing aerial mounts and paralysis and all that stuff plenty of times, because I do like playing around with, like, 4 different stun mechanics at once and seeing if I can make them all kind of work in a kind of comboing sense rather than a tripping over themselves sense. So I've almost got it down to a science.
You have a para aerial heavy bowgun set?
No. I don't.
There's a really good one. There's a really good weapon for it. I have it.
I could
might
run it.
be-
I have something that technically would work, but it's the Malfestio set.
No. It's I have it. I can look it up. I have a set saved.
Okay.
It's really good though. You just siege the para shot.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awesome. I think it's para 2.
I mean, that's what I do with my aerial bow set. Is it's got para coatings.
Yeah, it's the same thing as the aerial para set basically.
Yeah. Oh, is it the snake heavy bowgun? The bite blaster?
No, it's a bug. Yeah, bug blaster. That's it.
Bite blaster or bug blaster?
Bite blaster.
Yeah.
Oh, that is Najarala. I thought it was a bug. What the fuck is Najarala?
That's the snake.
Oh yeah, I remember forming it now.
Yeah,
For some reason, I got it mixed up with the flying bug.
Yeah, that's the Barhamidra. Starts with the B.
What? The Nahabra?
Yeah. Basically. Something like that.
All right, are we done? Are we not doing anything
Yeah,
else?
I think we're done. But I do have somebody that we can go ahead and raid. They're doing they're trying to get up to HR 999. They're currently at HR 80, so we can go check them out. But for everyone who came out, thank you so much. It's been wonderful getting to stream for you all. Yeah. I do plan on streaming tomorrow, I think. I don't know what yet. It's probably going to be Monster Hunter, but I'm not sure. But it's been a pleasure getting to stream for you all. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will hopefully catch you guys sometime later. See ya.